Oh, yeah. I mean, oh, see? No, I mean, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the LeafCast, a first-time reader show based on the epic fantasy series A Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. Whoa, hold on, guys. Shit. Wow, I was having some sound issues. How's everything going? Let me turn this down. Let's get into it. My bad. Hey, everybody. Woo!
And I am Ryan's brother, Dan. And I hope your path is a happy one. The light sends you pretty girls and fools who want to gamble.
Nice.
And we are the Way of the Leaf, and this is the LeafCast.
Yes, this is episode 68, ladies and gentlemen, and in-betweeners and viewers of all ages and sizes. We are going to be discussing the Shadow Rising. What, Josh?
Now we're sizes too?
No, we include all sizes.
I see.
Every label you can find.
Anything I can judge based on.
Yeah.
And any spectrum you might feel you're on, like come on in, man. We got it.
And we'll notice you.
And we will note.
And potentially call you out.
Call what?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Apparently.
All right. We're getting canceled already. Josh is just being Josh.
Oh, brother
What
Dan!
did-
What?
What is that you are wearing? What's that fancy thing?
You know, if symmetry is beauty, this is not a beautiful hat. Because it should have
Definitely not.
back here. Yep, it's my new hat. Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
How's
looks
Todd
adorable.
doing?
Let's see.
Okay. He's
Spinning
a
circles.
spinning circle of death, doom, and despair.
Just the Wheel of Time. Just
Yeah. It's that snake trying to find its own tail.
Hi, MrHowley. Hello, Village Mattress. Everyone.
Hello.
And,
Ben, Mistress Dovie.
Oh, jeez.
MaTsDaGgerX.
MaTsDaGgerX.
Next time I see you, first time I see you, I'm gonna throw a tomato at you, and then I'm gonna give you a hug. Stop doing that, would you? Let's start it. So, thank you, my man. You're the best.
Yeah. We'll buy you many drinks.
It's all the drinks.
All
You
the drinks.
don't even bring your wallet, my man.
All the drinks. And then we'll
there's
pay
a
for
few
your
people who are
hospital
buying all the
stay.
drinks, Ryan. I think
What?
everyone
What?
who's sitting in this room right now, we're buying all the drinks.
Oh yeah.
All right, there.
What? Detox.
So, guys, we are here for our first time reader show. We do this every Tuesday. We're blessed with KayK Sedai. Hello, my dear.
Hi.
You're great. Thank you for being here. You
Thanks for having
welcome.
me.
And Josh, who is also known as Arlox. You can find Arlox on SoundCloud or Sound. What is it? SoundCloud?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you plug.
You got
What
it.
else?
SoundCloud, Orlox, Bandcamp,
Bandcamp. Okay.
Homunculus Rex. Look us up.
Yep.
And and Todd should be here. The tech monster decided his jugular was the meaty one and attacked him. So hopefully he'll be back shortly. And Kevin Northcutt, hello. Is it North Cute? Right.
North Coochie.
That is North Cute. It's North Adorable.
North Sweet Sums.
North Sweet something. We're not taking our shirts off.
Yeah.
So we are actually talking about chapter 11.
That would
It
cost
is
a
called
lot.
What Lies Hidden. Kay and Josh, have we seen this particular icon emblem before?
I don't think so. I'm
Okay.
guessing it's the RainbowEverything emblem, though.
Yeah, that's probably a good guess because that's what most of this chapter is. It starts
Or
off
it's
with-
or it's the what are the IL dreamers called?
Dreamwalkers.
Dreamwalkers. Could be a Dreamwalker emblem too.
Yeah.
I like both those, and yeah, and all right. So, guys, what do you think about?
What does Chad think? What's Chad's guess on what it is? Do we not know, Dan? Is that the issue?
I'm sure we know.
Okay.
No, I'm just getting input. We haven't, as first time readers, it hasn't come up yet. And
Okay, so then I don't say it in chat. My bad.
Okay.
Got it.
This starts off with Egwene. She is planning to go into the Dreamland to Tanchico, which is a city in TAVERN. And she is planning on doing this without using her ring for the first time, really. She's studying up on Tanchico. The Journey to TAVERN is a book that she's studied the Panache's Palace and all these things. She knows all about it.
So the ring is a Mobius. So
Correct.
maybe the icon is a Mobius?
Oh, okay. So
I
this
don't know.
may be the Flecked stone ring.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It does
That makes sense to
kind
me,
of
the way
look
she describes
Mobius-like.
it.
Yeah, shaped wrong, flattened and twisted so that the fingertip run along the edge would circle both inside and out before coming back to where it had started. There was only one edge, impossible though it seemed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Mobius has fucked me up too. Honestly, like, I don't like him. I don't.
Yeah, their
Right.
last single was trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a really interesting conversation about 4-dimensional shapes and Mobius with my son the other day. He was like, we watched a bunch of videos of the 4D cube rotating in 3-dimensional space and talked about Mobius, and it was a really interesting conversation.
Does he like Mobius?
Yeah.
Early
I think I did.
Mobius or the
I think I
later
used
stuff?
Mobius
Sorry,
sold
Ryan.
out.
I said, does he like his
I
earlier work?
heard you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. He can
Got
say
it.
it again.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's chain hair. Hair mail on Ryan's
He-
chest, I believe.
prison tats.
Yeah, it is linked, huh?
I think prison tats is more appropriately because I can't get this shit off.
Absolute break.
And I'm
Automatic
in prison,
braking system with
I'm in a
the
prison of my own
chainmail.
heart.
For every man he beat down in prison, he did one tiny swirl.
Beat down, more than beat down. Beat down and fucking plunge their asshole with a plunger.
Yikes.
All right, thanks,
Ow.
sponsors. Maybe next week.
Damn it.
Damn it, Ryan.
Yeah, Jesus. It's always my fault too.
What? Wow.
Boy,
Because the book I'm talking about says blood and ashes. And light.
I get confessional when I drink.
So, I love the long Earth or the long world perspective of this too, where
That's what she said. Go on.
Cameron? Go on. Yeah, I don't disagree, Josh. Get a minute. Yeah, no, it's all right. Take Sometimes it's needed.
That was really dramatic.
Entirely appropriate.
I approve.
that Egwene says that 50 years is a short time.
Yeah.
You know, like for someone who's not even 20, like that's her perspective. I found really interesting, and goes to show like their relationship to the long tail of time and their orientation to the mythology of their world, like that builds it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I hear. To me, that was. Isn't it a certain bit that she is trying to convince herself that it's good enough? So
it is, but think about our world where, like, you know, we grow up in this like hyper condensed time. In the 90s, when this was written, like had seen some of the acceleration of quote unquote Western progress that we still live with today, right? Like, you know, home computers, cell phones, like there's this acceleration of time, not just only in like the techniques of travel and like the action, like, you know, the advent of the train condensed time in a very literal philosophical way for humans, right? And like we have only accelerated that through instantaneous communication, airplane travel, like so many layers of that. And it's easy to lose like connection to the long tail of human history, but like in a slower progressing world where we don't have this interconnectedness and we don't have this high rate of change, right? Like 50 years is a short time, right? But it's a different orientation than we have as like modern, postmodern oriented individuals, right? In the present day. But yeah, I agree too. She is just trying to convince herself it's good information, but
because
it does.
It's the only book that had drawings.
Right. But it still relates to her worldview, her Weltanschauung, and like her orientation in time and in the world as well, right?
Right. No,
wait, what was that word you said after?
Yeah, Schlong.
Weltanschauung, her worldview. It's like your orientation in time and space that comes as a byproduct of the milieu of history that you live in.
Okay. I thought you said Weltanschauung.
Weltanschauung.
Which
Or
I thought
a
was
wilted
like
schlong.
Wilted schlong.
Yeah.
Wilted schlong.
The wilted schlong.
That's so amazing. Did Josh just turn German? Yeah, I was like, what?
I did, yeah. Some Heideggerian nonsense
shit.
there for a moment.
Here comes a conspiracy theorist.
Hey, you bloody
Here I am.
The well-hung schlong.
Well-hung schlong. That's what the wheel of time is, right?
What?
The well-hung. Yeah, you can wrap up in a circle.
Sure, that sounds about
Let's get a
right.
little Martin Sheen in there. I hear he's a horse.
Oh man! All right, yeah. Mistress Dovie,
I made it.
that's amazing. One for the books.
God.
One for the books with the
Welcome
never-ending
back. I
show.
know you were fighting the monster.
Brother Dan,
Well done.
do I stuck the knife in the tech beast?
The tech monster.
Pinned him to the wall.
Yeah.
Backstage, let me
A little hand comes out and just stabs you with the Umberland's stick.
Shit gets
Whatever it
real,
is.
man. It gets
Wand.
real. It
guys-
gets real in Westsack.
Do you remember the movie Top Secret when he goes, "I know a little German," and he
The
points?
lens, like, I knew that.
I love that movie.
A little person.
I love that movie so much.
Yeah, that's got to be like right. I'm saying top 5 comedy of all time for me is Top Secret.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
My name's Nick. What
Phenomenal.
does that mean? I don't know. My dad thought of it while shaving.
Yep.
Dude, I love that shit.
So dumb. All right.
We get what Ben just reminded me too. We get another poke, shall we say, at the notion of time in this world, where Egwene wishes she had a clock in the room, and everyone's like, "What? A clock in a bedroom?" And they're like, fucking minds explode like all over the room, you know. So again, it's like this chapter really
like my
ingrains
dad.
into us yeah, this sense of like how different it is from our own experience of time and space, right?
Did you say like my dad, Todd?
Egwin says that. That's what Egwin says. He was just saying what Egwin says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Egwin talks about her dad. Her dad has one, you know.
Has a clock. Not in his bedroom, but in his house.
He's the only clock in the village. He's the only clock in Emmons Field.
It's like a luxury. It's a luxury item.
It is. High technology.
Well, Morgay says it doesn't, but you wouldn't put one in your bedchamber. Whereas when this is written in Robert Jordan's time, we didn't have cell phones. But you sure as shit had an alarm clock in your bedroom.
Hey, I guarantee you, if the Wine Spring Inn was just hopping right, they were turning back that clock, everyone's spending money. But if it's a dead night at like 11 p.m., they're like, oh, closing up, guys. Sorry, look at the time. Look at the time. Yes.
Where does it go?
It's already 2.
Get out of here, Mr. Cawthon. All right, so she's hanging out. She has this candle. Egwin's like, all right, I got this candle. I'm hanging out with Elaine and Naini and Avian. She puts a candle, marks it with a thumb, and says, wake me when it gets to here. We learned that, this is in the aftermath of this whole attack. It seems like it's that night almost. All the servants are dealing with wounded people. They're still recovering from the Trolloc attack that Rand had handled. I think it was last week or the week before. So she's going in, and she's going in without the ring. They ask, hey, Avienda said, hey, you're leaving the ring. Can one of us use it? And she's like, nope, you can't. And there is a sense of a little like gatekeeping that Egwin is doing here.
And she's self-aware about it too, right? And like we get these like brief moments of like self-awareness around it throughout the chapter, like both at the beginning and at the end of her like self-reflection about it.
And she's like, yeah, they could have helped me if I wasn't so weird about it already. If I'd shared this knowledge with them, they actually could probably help me with this, but I don't want them to. I want this to be just me. I'm special.
She talks about wanting to fail, too, so that she knows she can do it without the ring, right?
Right. There is that.
Testing to see if she will fail, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And there's also this like she is obsessive, yeah, totally. And there's this sense too of like this notion of the uselessness of what she's learned and the uselessness of the text, and like how much of this is a meta reflection of the author. Like throughout this part, I was like, wow, this really like sets the stage for this chapter to be meaningless.
Meaning that.
So she says, the chapter House of Lumineers was well marked as well. They were all useless. The text certainly had nothing of use. And it repeats this like refrain throughout this setup of this chapter. In like 5 or 6 different places, she reflects on the meaninglessness and the uselessness of the text. And it was hard to ignore its self-reflexiveness as the reader of the text, of a text that we are reading. So it made me wonder, like, how much of this, again, if we're getting the unreliable narrator versus this being filtered through her self-perception, right?
To that point. Go ahead, Todd.
She even, like, snaps at Elaine at one point when she's telling her about, something about Tanchico. She's like, I didn't really want to know.
Oh, when she asked the rhetorical question about who the Panarch is? Yeah,
Elaine goes into the whole thing that she's like just memorized and is just reciting like a robot. Felt like, anyways.
But I jumped ahead a little bit.
But we do learn a little bit about that. But before we get there, to Josh's point about the script being meaningless, he then goes on to describe that they actually recovered 2 of the Terangrial. And although the notes themselves that were from Corianne and Nadal were like stuff that was like no known use or stuff like that. Joya and Amico both like told them how to. There was a specific terangrial that if you channel into it, you can go to sleep instantly and go into Teleranriad. And that wasn't in the notes. And so it was, maybe that was a way of reinforcing that the notes they have are just descriptions, but don't tell shit. It's still dangerous. And these Black Aja know more than the notes that I have indicate. Anyway.
So they figure it out, yeah.
So, but they do
That's a good
have
point.
2 of the Terrain Realm, 9 or 11 rather, are still out there missing.
And they kind of piece together that all 13 of them are related to the dream world.
Correct. But the only notes that they have just say no known use and something, but they've all been studied by the last known dreamer in the Aes Sedai Tower. She is like, all right, I'm going to go to the Panash's palace. Panache is pretty much the women's circle, which is equal to the king, has their own duties. The man has his own duties. Let's go and drink to the distinct gender differences. Well, I don't know. Yes, we know the Panaches right now. I don't know. Is it a female? Seems like it.
It is, yeah. She is responsible for collecting taxes, customs, and duties.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if I just spoiled anything right then or not. I forgot. All right. Let's see. Egwene has been having dreams. Some pretty funky ones. She's here. It says, "quote
Yeah,
Rand was in them, of course. Rand as tall as a mountain, walking through cities, crushing buildings beneath his feet. He was screaming people like ants fleeing from him. Rand in chains, and it was he who was screaming. Rand building a wall with him on one side and her on the other, her and Elaine and others she could not make out. It has to be done, he was saying as he piled up stones. I'll not let you stop me now. These were not the only nightmares. She had dreams of Aiel fighting each other, killing each other, even throwing away their weapons and running as if they had gone mad. Mat wrestling with a Shanshan woman who tied an invisible leash to him. A wolf, she was sure of his parent though, fighting a man whose face kept changing. Glad wrapping himself in white as though putting on his own shroud, and Gawain with his eyes full of pain and hatred. Her mother weeping. These were the sharp dreams, the ones she knew meant something.
God.
They were hideous, and she did not know what any of them meant. It's just such a great pairing of sentences.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's like the Mobius, right? Like, that's a Mobius of 2 sentences, if I've ever read one. I read it like 3 or 4 times. I was like, whoa, okay, that's
well done.
cool.
That's well said.
Yeah.
That's well said. So, were there any thoughts about these dreams? She calls them sharp dreams, and she defines that as the one she knew meant something. But they are abstract.
Yeah, they are abstract. It feels like some of them could be, I don't know, representative of some of like Min's prophecies and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, Rand in chains, and what was the one where there's one side? Okay, so a wall, Rand building a wall with him on one side and her on the other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That feels very much like that. I don't know.
It has to be done, he said,
Like
as
that's
he
what's going
piled up stones. I'll not let you stop me now. Some of these even seem contradictory, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it seems very symbolic of what he's been doing, right? Like up in his room, scrolled away, reading books, formulating this plan that he won't tell them until tomorrow. Literally shutting them out from his plans. Also, I mean, you could read it as his ownership of being the dragon and not letting them in to see that aspect of himself,
right?
Or cutting them off from his ability to channel because he's ashamed of it. There's just a lot of different ways to read it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Matt with the Shanshin woman. I don't know if we've seen Matt with the Shanshin at all, have we?
No, but it does feel like Matt's gonna kind of. What were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
It kind of felt like Matt might be headed towards, I don't know, some sort of. I mean, it does feel like if Matt was in that situation, he would be the kind to, like, somehow find a way to wrestle with a Shanshin and be able to, like, take over somehow. I don't know. That just kind of feels like a Matt type of thing, but maybe it is symbolic to something else completely.
He acts. I was going to say in the third chapter we get to where it's Matt's perspective. He kind of describes his feeling of being chained or being leashed to Rand and to this notion of duty and whatever else that he is. Right, where Perrin is like, "I'm out of here," and Matt's like, "See, I can't even say it. I can't even say the words, right? Because I'm chained."
Right.
So what do the Shanshin represent in that case? I mean, who knows? Maybe something with the archetype that he represents. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, good night, Village Mattress, and thank you,
my friend. It's always good seeing you.
Thank you.
Good night. We gotta, guys. This just in. Guys, whenever we have such royalty in the house.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
The Joe Stick guys. Joe from TWACast.
What's going on? What's going on, Josh? What's going on, Tadori?
How you doing?
Oh, hey, Kay, said I.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Hello,
I'm not even sure
hello.
why I'm here. It's been a long time.
We're just
since I wrote
talking chapter 11.
all the best reasons to be here.
Well, welcome, Joe. Joe's gone through. He's one of the TWACast is one of the original podcasts. The original podcast for the Wheel of Time community, and they're gone through this book series a few times. He will not spoil things while he's here.
I will very much.
Every time you say "gone through," I feel like you're gonna be like. I thought you were gonna be like, "Yeah, Joe's gone through.
He's gone through a lot.
A divorce. He's gone through whatever gentrification.
Yeah,
massive amounts of suffering.
Yeah,
a lot.
He's gone
he
through
was in the Dust Bowl in Oklahoma. All right, so Egwene she's going to sleep. Boom, and it works. Boom, 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 boom. She doesn't need the ring. She is in
Counting sheep.
Riyadh.
She's there.
Counting Ogier.
She changes her outfits. She pops her outfits, and she's like, and this is, guys, our first drinking obligation. Thank you for joining us at this time, Joe.
Fantastic.
For a moment, she was naked, and it says she should have remembered how stray thoughts could affect things here.
That's right.
And Robert Jordan choosing to demonstrate that by making her naked and ashamed. Let's do it.
Yep, that's RJ.
I'll drink again.
I know we kind of took a long time. It makes sense to
You
take
did.
another drink.
I mean, I'll drink twice.
But we do hear specifically now that clothes in Teleranriard are what you wanted them to be. You could this is
Like the Bears.
It's still a dream.
This is the role-playing world. You can just be who you want, right? Do it. Even walk around naked. Who cares, right? It's a dream. You're on vacation. No one knows you. Speaking of which, there we go. She finds herself in the Panache Palace, and she is in what I call the Tanchico Museum of Natural History.
Yeah, exactly. The white robes.
And she sees some things, and we had some discussions earlier on text what these artifacts might actually be. So, what do you guys think? What do you think the Egwin saw here, guys?
Old bones.
Old bones, exactly. So yeah,
So
Weary bones.
Old and weary bones.
Yeah.
They're wired together.
So, like I was saying in text, I mean, my initial impression was like something from prehistoric times, but then reading further on to the circle with the 3-pointed star in it, that clearly seems to be a plastic Mercedes-Benz hood ornament, and
That's what it seems to be.
That is older than the bones
The
of
bones.
the animals, seems to indicate that
great
they must
point.
be, like Todd thought, either an elephant is the first one, and then a giraffe is the one with the long neck. But what the bear
I thought a
is,
giraffe.
yeah, and I think it's an elephant or a woolly mammoth is the first one that she sees.
I went straight to woolly mammoth. Honestly, when I read this, I went straight to woolly mammoth.
And then
I'm
what the
feeling
third one
same
is,
way.
though,
Feeling the same way.
the bear with the long fangs could be a saber-toothed tiger, or it could be some evolution of something that we haven't seen yet, as a byproduct of the after the first age or whatever, right?
Yeah, maybe it's like a morphed ogier that the Dark One got a hold of and put fangs on.
See, that's where he fucks it. That's where it gets.
Yeah.
I think I need to brush up on my knowledge of prehistoric bones.
You know, the Dark One's creative like that, you know.
The line that says, so it's the whole sentence. A silvery thing is in another cabinet, like a 3-pointed star inside a circle, was made of no substance she knew. It was softer than metal, scratched and gouged, yet even older than any of the ancient bones.
Yeah. From 10 paces, she could sense pride and vanity. It feels so much like
Pride
a
and
social
vanity,
commentary on the, popular culture and wealth, and like I said in the text, in my imagination of imaginations, like I imagine Robert Jordan bought a Mercedes with some of the money from the books, and that this is the hood ornament from the vehicle he bought, carried forward through time.
I love
So
that.
felt kind of bad afterwards, kind of regretful.
Yeah, and like
that he got that Mercedes.
trying to come to terms with his own like self-loathing about his ownership of it. But I could also interpret it, as just social commentary. I mean, it just depends on how you want to read it.
This picture says it all right here.
I mean, look at that. Look at that man.
Seance, baby.
Look at him.
That was like Mercedes.
Son of a bitch.
So a finely jointed collar and 2 bracelets made of dull black metal on a stand by themselves made her shiver. I was pretty sure that is from an electric chair.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was from not a sex dungeon.
I thought it was a sex dungeon too.
An execution.
$30.
You
a
would.
sex dungeon.
I know.
Seriously.
Come on.
It could be a
It's
BDSM.
obviously for capital
tool.
punishment.
I was thinking like an AED or something a little more advanced.
All right,
than
so,
an
yeah.
electric chair,
Every
but-
sex dungeon could become capital punishment.
That's
if you
true.
Take it too
That's
far.
true.
Could become nice, Ryan.
Thank you.
Without
Gotta have that
safe words.
word.
Safe words, yeah. Those are dangerous.
gags are dangerous too, because you try and say your safe word with your butt, and it never works.
Yeah,
out.
you can't do it. Sometimes you can't do it.
Sometimes you can't.
Sometimes that's gag too, and it's just like, where are we going with this?
Yeah, there's a plug up there.
Then you try and say with your belly button, right? You know, you can like open your belly
Yeah,
button.
and we
you're
can't talk out of our belly buttons.
No, you can't.
It's impossible.
I mean, you can't. You could try.
I know.
So a finely joined collar and 2 bracelets of dull black metal on a stand by themselves made her shiver. She felt darkness and pain associated with them. Old pain and sharp.
I just assumed it was another like commentary on capital punishment, like kind of like nestled within this. But
could this be like old, just kind of like old time American slavery metaphor?
could be slavery, yeah, like bonds.
That's what I was just thinking.
Too.
I was just thinking. Some like shackles, yeah.
Yeah, like
slavery
something
shackles.
where
Like
they're
that.
like,
Damn it! I'm
what
gonna
are those
talk around it
thingies?
until the
Shackles.
old time.
And then there is something that seems familiar. It is, quote, a woman holding a crystal sphere in one upraised hand, her face calm and dignified and full of wise authority. Egwin says, quote, she almost seemed to call to Egwin to pick her up. Not until Egwin's fingers closed on the broken statuette did she realize that she had climbed over the rope. And then, quote, as her hand grasped it, the power surged within her into the half figure, then back to her, into the figure, and back, in and back. She finally drops it, and the sphere shatters. What happens here, guys? What do you think?
I mean, like I said, the way it's described feels very much like getting shocked by an alternating current source. Like the reason AC is so, I mean, like DC will blast you away, but the problem with alternating current is it'll like repulse and attach you to it in succession.
I'm so glad we have an IT guy in our group today.
No, I love it. Go on.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Brusha.
Yes, please go
So
on.
I don't know if that is it, but I mean, you could imagine this being some sort of thing that's powered, that still holds a charge, and she gets basically electroshocked by it. Of course, we're in the dream world here, so it seems more likely it's probably something to do with the power. But
well, we've seen this before. We've seen one of these before in a male form, right?
Right.
Like
the giant one, right?
The giant tower.
Yeah, that they were like digging up,
unearthing. Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
So that's like
you think that they're
Terrio. They have to be. They're kind of like the same in the same.
Is this like the toy version you get when you go to like McDonald's?
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
The
exactly
Happy
right.
Meal, Terangriel.
And it's
You guys
broken.
remember those? Remember those like orbs you could touch and like the like little lightning inside
Yeah,
the
just
bowl
like,
that,
it's just like
follow
lightning
your
cracking
hand.
over it, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
That's what I thought that was.
Yeah,
They always
it's not-
shatter into a bunch of pieces.
Yeah, but
and slurp back together.
Dana Lou brings up a good point, and she says, "But it's broken," which is, I remember that was Egwin's assumption of it, but is that
Right.
She assumes it's a
accurate
town girl,
assumption?
but
Then the
crystal.
crystal spheres flickered in fitful, lurid flashes, and needles stabbed into her brain with each flash. Like, so maybe she completed the circuit, and it turned on. I mean, it's really hard to say, right?
What happened was she was shuffling her feet on the carpet when she walked up to it, and she had a lot of
Static electricity.
yeah,
She was wearing
She
socks.
should really learn to pick her feet up.
No,
Those damn
I
wool
understand.
socks that the Aiel wear.
So she drops it, it shatters, and lo and behold, she looks back up on the shelf, and it is as whole as it had been when she first saw it. The figurine stood there. There is some weird shit that goes on that Egwin is trying to figure out. Like, things change. Like, she goes
But it
to
also
sleep.
seems. Go ahead, Todd. Sorry.
Oh no! Strange things happened in Teleandria. She says. Period.
But it also seems to have a form, right? Of like, it has a. It's like pliable, but it also has memory, right? it's like a memory of the world. Things are slightly different. Things bounce back to being unbroken, right? There's this like sense of both timelessness and change, like kind of like in this diametrical balance, right?
Or you know what it is? It's telling her that it's broken, that the power between, or the connection between male Aes Sedai and female Aes Sedai is severed. And
right.
so
maybe it's a ter'angreal that allows her to touch the male half of the source.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I vote for Tums.
This is all I can say.
By the way, that in and out, that in and out was not welcome.
Okay, interesting. Right on. Here's my go-to. Joe is right on.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
All right. Okay.
Sure,
Guys, you guys are killing it. This is a great.
Love
this has
it.
been a
I'm
great
watching
episode.
Joe's face like a hawk.
Oh, sorry. I was.
Are you
trying to be
looking? Are you looking for
animated
clues?
and respond to you guys because you're
Always.
talking to puppets, but I'll start to do this from now on.
Yeah, it's really better if you do. We get nothing from them.
The
I
dead
get an
stare.
occasional
Don't look at the puppets.
nothing. Yeah.
Just don't look at the puppets.
Egwene becomes aware of her limitations. She's like,
Jesus,
fuck,
Joe, you're freaking me out.
if I knew how to yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Please drink more, Joe.
She's like, if I knew how to
Pure
do this
intensity.
stuff, I could just find her. I could be a champ. I should be better at this. I hear that some wise woman, a wise one in the Aiel or Dreamwalker, some of them. Fuck, I wish, quote, perhaps a wise one could teach her if she could find one. Boom! She's in the
Bam.
waste.
You need a
She
wise
sees
woman? Here
A
you
woman
go.
hunting a lion or hunting a boar. There's a lion there. There's all this,
There you go.
all weirdness going on. Egwene's like, what the fuck? And the Io woman sees her, and Egwene's like, boom, back to Tanchica. Boom, gone. She's like, whoa, that was weird. She goes back. She's back to the square. She sees, she sees the collar. She sees the figurine thing again. And then she starts wondering, there's birds everywhere. She's like, why the fuck are there birds? Why are there bugs? There's flies in my face. Why are there flies? Why is there dogs over here? She goes to the stable. No horses. Why aren't there horses? Man, this is really fucking weird. Some guy has a dream that he is about to die while, he's falling to his death. You ever have those dreams where like you go, ugh. She sees that. It happens in front of her. That's weird.
I landed once in my dream and I like popped up and I could see my body like lying there. And
Yeah.
Oh.
Did a
Tripping, man.
corporal hand like straighten your hat for you, and then just leave?
Do you
Well,
mean,
that was the dream world there. Yeah, creeping in.
Intense. Strange.
So we know that the wolf dream and Tel'aran'rhiod are connected. So why is it's kind of sensible that other mammalian species like rats and dogs might have access to it? Would birds be any different? Are these real animals? They seem to behave independently of the world.
Well,
They're
there's
just
no
dialed.
horses.
Well, why would there need to be horses?
Why wouldn't there though? I mean, I think that's the question. Why would it be selective? What was the difference between a rat and a horse?
well, one's really, really large.
Yeah, okay.
And you
Why
can
would
ride
you
on
rather
it.
have 100 rat-shaped horses?
Yeah.
Or
Well, this
one
could take all
horse-shaped
night.
rat?
But
What I think, if you want my theory, it's because they're not
It's a
pack
size
animals.
thing.
All of the animals that she describes, from pigeons to rats to dogs, are pack animals, and they all share a pack mind,
Conscious.
essentially pack consciousness,
Yeah.
which may be their connection to the dream world. That was my theory, but
So we asked.
That's a
what
good
is-
one.
Yeah. Can you please explain to us the mammalogical difference between a rat and a horse?
Yes, they're both mammals.
Okay, so she is wondering.
Wait.
I was waiting for Mistress Dovie to jump in on that one, and I'm so glad she did.
You know,
So wait,
it's
roaches and flies, those are packed animals?
good call. Yeah, no.
No,
All
roaches and flies. That's true. There's insects in there too,
flies
aren't there?
travel in packs. We all know this.
Guys, it's just how when you really make a good video game, you got to add all that shit to be immersive. It's the uncanny divide.
Got to.
Well, so I mean, there is a difference. So Egwin is being very aware of just how weird this all is, and she is aware of her own ignorance. And again, she thinks maybe a wise one would know why. And then, boom, she goes back into the waste. As soon as she thinks of a wise one, this has happened twice. She gets poofed, and she sees. The same woman, 10 paces away from her. So Egwin decides to engage with her. She changes her clothes into the Aiel clothes. And she's like, I mean you no harm, she says, outwardly calm. And the Aiel is like, bitch, you don't have the right. What? Do not appropriate my shit. And she makes her naked. Boom. Egwin's like, what? Naked? And she used sidearm
She throws
to
it back,
change
dude.
into some stout woolen, which shocked the Aiel one. Said, quote, it was the Aiel woman's turn to look shocked. She let the spear fall to her side, and Egwin seized the moment to shut her eyes and take herself back to Tanchico. Boing! This is a weird tennis match between the Aiel, Waste, and Tanchico in Terrebonne. Which are not close at all, by the way, guys. On a map, they're like on the opposite sides of the world. It's like going from like San Francisco to New York to San Francisco to New York to San Francisco.
Okay, but they're
Weird.
like kind of in dreamland-ish world.
I'm not sure where the
Right.
ish comes in, but yes.
Ish,
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I don't think they're really, I don't know.
There's no
having my
distance.
doubts about where
There's
they're
no
at.
distance in Teleranriad.
Okay,
No.
you have doubts. Okay.
I do have doubts.
Oh, which is fine.
All right, everyone, let's
she
give
sees
Carrie John a hug.
Carrie John. All right, I'm coming in.
In terms of all that pooping, she's
Right
like,
there.
well, speaking of poop, I'm fucking
there.
pooped.
Right there.
Hugs.
Likewise.
All
Carrie
right.
John.
Oh, shit.
It's gonna
Hey,
be better
hey.
tomorrow.
When I come home from work, I want a tug.
Oh, Ryan.
Does that make you laugh, Carrie John? Are you laughing now?
Dirty Joe?
I think so.
Are you laughing, Dirty Joe?
Yeah.
Just a guy. Hey, you came at a good time. We have a
Did I?
special guest. No, I'm talking to Carrie John.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you came at a good time. We have a special.
Just like I'm
Yeah.
beginning to doubt that I came at a good time at all.
It's a content hug.
Egwin bolts from the waist, but she thinks she sees, quote, beyond the eye a woman watching them both, a golden-haired woman holding a silver bow. She's like, that's dumb. Brigitte is long dead and is connected to the horn. I don't know why I thought I saw that. Oh well.
This
Shrug.
is what makes me doubt this.
She
Because
bolts
dead people
back-
aren't supposed to be able to go in. Sorry.
No,
So-
no, go on.
Could-
I mean, what?
She's a legend, though.
Oh, yes.
The people that are dead, yeah. I don't know if legends are allowed or whatnot to.
They got
Also
the pass everywhere. They got the pass everywhere,
It
man.
kind of
Couldn't-
feels like they should be able to show up in like the dream world and be able to talk to dreamwalkers, because like we can all dream of dead.
And we've already seen a dead wolf appear in the wolf dream. I mean, it's not that far of a stretch to think that But it could also couldn't
yeah.
it also be that we're seeing fucking Moon Woman, Celine.
Oh yeah, Moon Woman. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Like, so we know Celine considers the Tel'aran'rhiod her domain, right? She took ownership of it when we see her talking to Balls on Your Mom in the
It's Galal Gazama Man.
yeah Balls on Your Gamma Man.
That's what I just said. What did you just say?
No, I'm just repeating you. I'm just repeating
That's
what you said.
Balls-
You're right on. You're right on.
I'm saying what you said.
Oh,
Ball-
Balls on Your Mom.
Balls
Balls
under my hammy.
Bazal Gazaman.
Balls under my hammy.
So bad.
Wait, what did you say? What Todd? What did you say?
Balls on your mom.
That's what I said. Balls of Gammon, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Balls
That is
under my
correct.
hammy.
Age.
This is the way.
Let's move on, Josh. We got it. We're on the same page.
We got
Yeah,
it.
so I mean, it could be her shape shifting and watching what's going on because she's sensing. I mean, yeah, who knows?
Is that your initial thought? If you had to put $10 on a yes or no, you would think that this Aiel woman is Celine?
No, not the Aiel woman. Brigitte is Celine.
Brigitte.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Brigitte Neal. Yeah.
Right on. Right on.
This is actual 10 real dollars. This isn't an imaginary dollars, Josh.
Are they your dollars? Are they? Wait, are they?
No, they're Josh's dollars. He's putting 10 real dollars.
Yeah.
10,
You know.
10 real dollars.
10
I
bucks.
believe that Dan just put $10 real on the line in an imaginary way.
That's why I'm
I
wearing
mean,
my hat.
I mean,
it's 10 real
Tel'aran'rhiod.
dollars in a real way. You
Well,
know
it's
it's
10 Tel'aran'rhiod dollars.
If you're wrong, Josh.
Those still exist.
I just pay it up in my dream. That's all.
Oh, well, that's fine.
If
No
it
big
exists
deal.
in the real world, it exists in Tel'aran'rhiod.
No, they use like crypto. They use crypto in the Tel'aran'rhiod, dude.
Oh, they do, yeah. T-coin.
Or NFTs. I don't know. Fuck, man.
Tel'aran'rhiod is something that you give it away. You end up having
Brother Dan comes with the happy little stuff.
So wait,
what-
Josh.
yeah.
Though I have a question. So, Celine or Lanfear, she could change shape in Tel'aran'rhiod. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like she can in the real world. Or in the
Like she can.
real world.
So she could do it there. I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, we did see her adapt her shape, her appearance to where she
Not
was
just
still
Saran,
beautiful.
but yeah, also when she appeared as
There's Elsa.
Elsie
Yeah, in the tower, yeah.
Tower,
Big win.
yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Egwene jumps back into Tanchico. She's like, I got my candle. My candle's almost marked down. I gotta get down. I gotta figure some shit out. I haven't figured out anything. I keep jumping back to the waist. She sees a woman have a beautiful dream. A woman like is dressed all flimsy. She lands, she smiles, and she just starts to fly. And Egwene's like, oh yeah, I used to fly in dream. Wait a minute. Boom, and starts flying around. She's doing the aerial view. She's like a drone scouring the city of Tanchico.
Yeah,
What do we
drops
make
off an
it-
Amazon package?
Totally.
Yeah.
What do we make of these
thinks
transparent
about it.
veils that the dreamers are wearing when they appear? Thoughts?
Yeah, they kind of
Yeah, both the
Remind
male
me
and
of-
the
Yes, correct. Go
kind of
on.
reminds me of like a gypsy or like a.
like a shufa or
gypsy.
Or a
So
genie.
the-
A genie. I'm sorry, not a gypsy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
like
I
I
Dream
dream
of
a genie kind of thing.
That's what I was
Says-
thinking.
so
of.
when she saw the man falling, it says, quote, she only had time to register baggy white trousers and thick mustaches covered by a transparent veil before he vanished only a pace above the pavement.
It could be like a hijab.
Into a lamp
Twin lamp.
while someone read.
Exactly.
This other woman appeared. Her gown was pale green,
Miss
thin
her?
and draped closely enough to have satisfied Baron
It's like
Her
this.
dark hair was in dozens of narrow braids, and her face was covered to the eyes by a transparent veil like the one the falling man had worn. The pigeons soared up, and so did the women, gliding over the nearest rooftops with them.
Or abruptly winking out of existence. So my thought here was that like there must be, maybe there's some sort of culture that does like a psychedelic or some sort of religious experience that like transports them to the dream world as part of it, and that this is like their ceremonial garb that you wear before the experience.
Oh wow, yeah. It's like their vision quest.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the Tinkers, man. To a thing.
Wise one, like little shaman guiding them through like their trip.
Possibly.
Maybe it's not a veil at all, and it's just Egwin's eyes being really blurry and can't make out the faces before they disappear. And she thinks it's a veil.
Possible too. Sure.
Interesting.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, Egwin's like, you know what? Flying sounds fun. Let's do
yeah.
it. Boom. She flies.
That's amazing.
She's flying, and she's like, oh, fuck. What am I doing? What am I doing? There's Black Aja around with Terrio too. They're probably hanging out here right now. They're probably seeing me flying around. Fuck. So she gets low and is just like cruising, like floating, levitating, but faster than a horse.
Kind of like a New Year's, like the Macy's Day, like Macy's parade on New Year's Eve, just like a float, just like.
But fast, Ryan. It says, quote, she swooped down below roof level, floating along the streets more closely than before, but still faster than a horse could run. So she's whipping.
She's flying low.
I love that
like
she flies
a really fast New Year's parade.
Yeah.
like a float. Yeah.
It's out of it's like the driver's like, fuck this. It's just
What are you saying,
We
Josh?
gotta go. The parade's almost over.
I love that he describes it as her sailing over the rooftops like a falcon. Like again, calling back to this like
Oh, I thought about that too. Falcon.
repeating symbology of the falcon and the eagle and the all of the Manetheren symbolism. And I know it's neat red eagle from Manetheren, but like we get the falcon more often than not.
So she's the falcon and not Fael.
Yeah, and who is the other bird? Is it maybe Barrelane? Like we don't know yet, I guess, but
So are falcons pack animals? I don't think they are. They're pretty individual, right?
falcons, I think they're independent, yeah. Or at least, I don't think they hunt in groups. There are some birds of prey that do hunt in groups.
But she turns into a falcon. She's just kind of an individual herself.
She doesn't turn into a falcon here. She just flies like a falcon.
Flies like
Oh,
a
yeah, it's
falcon.
like a falcon,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
She's more like doing the like Alibaba like fucking magic carpet.
I'm a falcon.
She's
I'm a
experiencing a whole new world, Josh. I think
That's what I was thinking right
Yeah.
there.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Peter
Aladdin.
Pan. Peter Pan. Aladdin.
No one tell us no.
Where to go? Oh, wait, sorry, Dan.
All right. And then boom, as she's flying, she sees a quote. A tall woman was suddenly standing in the street ahead of her, slim in a bulky brown skirt and loose white blouse, with a brown shawl around her shoulders and a folded scarf around her forehead to hold white hair that spilled to her waist. Turns out this is the same woman that she saw in the waist. She just looks different.
Well, I mean, she's only tall because she's currently a falcon, though, right?
I know. Guys, we do have a doctor of mammals and Mistress Dovie.
Hedksi,
Hey, stay in your lane, Dovie.
Is it Dr.
These Arabians.
Well,
I'm just
Whoa, brother Dan.
I'm breathing.
Stay in your lane is so
I went to med
funny.
school. I'm a dentist. She tells her, "Put your feet on the ground, girl."
Like, wasn't Dr. Ruth West a foot doctor?
Podiatrist?
Really?
Yeah. Anyways.
She said,
You are a
had
non
enough
sequitur
trouble-
machine, Mr. Ryan.
What do you? So I had enough trouble finding you again without you flying off like some bird when I do.
Wait,
This
let's go back
woman,
to the foot doctor thing, Dan. Come on.
Now I'm just picturing like Dr. Ruth as this Aiel woman.
I want you to listen very much. Clitoris is the North Harbor. Oh, there went. I chased Kay away.
I'm
This
sorry. Continue.
Aiel woman tracked Egwin back to Tanchico.
That's hardcore. She's a pro.
Because she's like, hey, you're from the White Tower. They don't have a lot of dream people. I am Amos of the Nine Valley Sept of the Tarad Aiel. Egwin says she's Egwin Alvir. I am Aes Sedai of the Green Aja. But that's, I mean,
I love how she owns the green Aja thing here too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
why
good.
does
That's a
she?
good note.
So is this like her proclaiming she's a Green Aja, like for real, or is she?
Well,
just
remember
using-
in her visions in
Right.
the ring, when she was the manifested herself or visioned herself as the Amerlin seat. She was of the green.
She was of the Green. Oh,
Or she was
nice.
raised from the green. Yeah.
So she's riding with that. She's like, yeah, I'm a Green, and she wants
although this
multiple
is not
orders.
truth, this is probably, I mean, this is the path she's on, or the path that she desires. But she has not been raised to Aes
Right.
Sedai yet.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
That's
a
right.
projection of like what she either wants,
What she wants.
or thinks
What she wants.
Yeah.
Even though
She
it
wants
does say-
multiple warders. We all know what she wants.
But it does say Amos did not look like a woman. Did not look a woman to lie to. And yet
And
she does.
we did get a little bit of her like self-desire during the chapter where she gave up Rand. She had this kind of internal dialogue about still wanting to
right.
marry and like
True.
all of
yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Amos,
Mhm,
what? How do you pronounce this? AMYS.
Amy's. No,
Amy's.
that's how I say it. It's like,
Okay.
Amy's,
That's how I.
Amy's.
That's how I say it, Todd.
like
Midori.
the organic enchiladas I have in my freezer is from
Yeah,
Amy's.
that's right. Amy's.
oh, there you go.
Amy's soups and
Yeah.
and vegetarian chili.
Yep.
That's correct.
And
I
isn't
say I
that
miss-
Amy's list.
I mean, she does a killer business in the waste. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's not a lot of food there. You know,
Yeah.
so
No.
frozen burrito, very easy to heat up. You just put on a rock.
Easy to heat up on the rock.
Yeah.
Exactly, Joe. Yes.
Just
Yeah.
heats right up.
Smart.
Next to the lizard.
Yeah, next to a lizard, which is
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
I am Amos. Amy's from the
Amy's.
vegan steps.
Then she uses the one power to just package it up,
From the
send it to
vegan
Hamlet.
cheese,
You know.
from the vegan cheese sept.
Yeah.
The cheese that melts but doesn't taste good, Sept.
Oh, sure,
It's
dude.
amazing.
Yes.
So-
100%.
I
the
did
best,
wonder. I did wonder if what Amiss or Amy's tells her about
something,
the darkness.
something is amiss
A
here.
miss?
Yeah, Amiss.
Something is amiss.
Could the darkness here, the evil,
There she is.
worse than men can make or women, be the very thing that is dangerous to Rand that she was seeking?
Say that again,
Yeah,
please.
It again.
that hurt my brain. What? No.
Could the darkness that is more evil than men or women can make be the very thing that is
Oh.
dangerous to Rand that she's seeking?
Oh, interesting.
Well, what do you think?
Oh,
they are
right,
searching for?
right.
What exactly is this dangerous thing? Do you think?
Something like Shia Ghul, right?
Ryan's chest hair.
I mean, we can all agree that's the most dangerous thing you could ever seek.
Yeah,
You don't want to touch it. You don't want to like look at it.
I mean, you
don't
want to touch it, Todd. Come on.
Okay.
Everybody wants to,
But
touch
it's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Yes.
So
appealing,
do we have a concept? You guys, do you three have a concept of what they're even talking about with this? We have
just what she says, that the city is dying and eating itself.
And that sounds like Shai Ghul, right?
It does, yeah. I mean, God damn it! Why can I not remember where the dagger was from?
Mashadar.
Mashadar, exactly.
Mashadar. But I like what you said, Josh, because like Egwin in the beginning of this can't stand that Rand had all that power. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
shit, did I just break up?
Broke up for a second. Say it again.
She's like, it's not. Yeah, she's like, it's not fair that Rand has all this power that he could do all this stuff with his, his threads and all these multiple threads. So she's like pissed. She's like jealous. And you just said that she's going after something, and the darkness in Tel'aran'rhiod in Tanchico is what she's looking for. That was a good point, actually. No, you threaded it back to like.
It just feels like it's at the end of the chapter. It just made me wonder, like maybe the very thing that's right in front of her that she can't see is that thing that she is seeking. It just seems like a very Robert Jordan kind of way of doing it.
Yeah.
Bookends.
Or bookends this time.
So Amos. So right when she finds Amos is like, hey, you. I don't want to chase you anymore. Hang out. She goes. She's like, hey, I'm here searching for Dark Friends in Black Aja. Do you want to help me? You can help. And she's like, oh shit. It's true then. And we have our last drinking obligation before the break, where Amos shook her head. Excuse me, I have a burp. All right. You are like a girl just wedded to the spear who thinks now she can wrestle men and leap mountains. For her, it means is a few bruises and a valuable lesson in humility. So, you know what, Robert Jordan, for not thinking a girl can beat up a boy, let's drink.
Love it.
Okay.
Whenever there's weird gender things, like those, the drinking game is a weird thing. It evolves by my whim. There are obligations. It's not a game, damn it. It's an order. Amos is like, hey, girl, you suck, but you want to learn? Here's
Lots
my flyer.
to learn.
I'm doing you know what? I have a webinar that starts in about a half hour. Here's the code, log on. With this code, you'll get 20% off, and you will get a swag bag.
She really wants to teach her. She's just so desperate to teach.
The code is Cold Rocks Hold.
Cold Rocks Hold. The code is Ruar Heart Eggplant.
Oh.
She says, she pretty much says, quote, hey, come to the Threefold Land. I will have word spread through the clans that an Aes Sedai named Egwin Alvear is to be brought to me at Cold Rock's Hold. It reminds me of Hard Rock Cafe. Oh, Cold Rock or Hard Rock. All right, Cold Rock's Hold. There's
Old Stone Creamery.
There's a Guy Fieri restaurant in the lobby. You can get some killer nachos and a mojito caliente. All right. Give your name and show your great serpent ring, and you will have safe running. I am not there now, but I will return from Meridian before you can arrive. And she's like, help me now. I need help. She's like, no, what you're doing is too dangerous. And she's like, wait, where are you going? Hang out. Wait, I'm not done. And Egwin gets woken up by Elaine. It's like, you must come and learn. You must.
See you in Flavortown.
See you in Flavortown. Hey, these are the best sliders I have a party in my mouth. Was that a poblano?
The twins were just taking their clothes off.
I was just bleaching the tips of my hair. And Egwin gets pulled out of the dream, but she met the wise one that every time she thought of the wise one, boom, there she was, and the wise one actually found her and told her to come. Were there any things that I did not touch on this chapter 11 that you guys wanted to mention?
I loved the way Leandrin was just described here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that too, Kay.
Oh yeah.
Do you have it right there, Kay?
It's perfect.
I don't think so. Nope.
Does
I
it
have
discuss her cheekbones in any way?
She considered trying to envision Leandrin.
There you go.
She knew that doll's face all too well, with its multitude of blonde braids, its self-satisfied brown eyes, and its smirking rosebud mouth. Picture her in the hope she might be drawn to where the Black Sister was. Yeah.
Rose.
So
what is
Rosebud
her
mouth? It really. I think they did such a good job with. I'm sorry to talk about the show, but
I agree. In the show, they really nailed
I
it.
was like, wow.
Oh, nailed it.
Like, right? You just
The shield-shaped
now I
face and the
picture
little
her
pucker mouth.
great. Yeah, what's her name again? Kate. She's fucking phenomenal in like so many things.
She's great.
I can't believe I forgot her name, but
Every time I think of a rosebud mouth, I think of a sphincter. I think of like an anus.
it's a butthole mouth.
Rosebud mouth?
Yeah.
Butthole mouth.
Yeah.
Rosebud
and Ryan, I'm right
butthole.
there with you.
Yeah.
Think of a
We're on
carp.
the same page.
Thank you.
Rosebud.
Koi
Rosebud.
pond.
Rosebud.
Have you seen that crazy app on TikTok where it makes you go, or you just talk like that, but you talk
Oh
normally,
yeah, I've
but
seen that.
your
It's
face only
called
does
the
that?
Leandrin app.
See land. Yeah.
There it is.
An app, right?
The butthole mouth. All right, that's so funny. All right, anything else? Joe, do you have any predictions for the next chapter?
Well, oh my gosh, so many predictions for chapter 12. Do you know what I have for chapter 12? You'll have to come back after the break to hear it.
Ooh.
All right. Speaking of the break, we have some blasts from the past. I'm going to introduce to you guys and a new Homunculus Rex song and video.
New song
Wait,
and video.
what?
Yeah.
Video.
A premiere, a world premiere?
You guys,
I believe so.
Maybe?
you guys do videos? Oh.
Yeah, a lot of our songs have videos built into the Ableton sessions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounded like it was. what
Does
it
anybody
say?
know what that means? No. All
I
right.
know what Ableton is.
All right, guys, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Cosmic love. Wasn't that the David Bowie song? Get me to the church on time?
Ooh, yeah.
Cosmic love. Anyway.
Oh, that's Modern Love. Modern Love.
Darn it.
I was going to
Almost,
say, I
Dan.
got nothing, Dan. I don't know where you're going. Okay. Oh,
Modern Love.
Yeah.
Modern Love. That's such a good song.
Oh, no, it's by the B-52s. No, that's Cosmic Thing. Dang it. All right, I'll get there. There's a Cosmic Love somewhere.
keep working on it, Dan.
The next two chapters are shorties, but they're goodies. Especially, yeah, these are both kind of good, I think. They wake up Egwin. This one's called Tanchico or the Tower. It's got the little whale Bluebeak pointing down like a big teardrop. Apparently, Egwin would not wake up. They had a shaker. They were getting a little nervous. Even Avienda.
That's how nervous they were if Avienda got upset. And Egwin shares that she met a wise woman named Amy's. She said I should go learn about Tellerandria at a place called the Cold Rocks Hold. They says, hey, Avienda, you ever hear of this person? She's like, yeah, fuck, what do you mean? Of course. It's Rourke's main
wife.
squeeze. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how that works. You know that big handsome guy out there, that older guy? That's his wife.
Yeah, she makes those burritos.
He makes the burritos, yeah, and the veggie chili.
Exactly.
The good soups.
They're delicious, yeah.
So it says, quote, my sister mother, Leanne, is sister wife to Amos. They're like, what's a sister wife? And it's like, that means you have the same husband. What? Egwin's mind just went.
Oh boy.
We skipped over Egwin's baptism
Oh, go on.
scene. I mean, like she comes out of the dream world and like goes over to the washstand to bathe herself. I mean,
Oh, she does, huh?
just
Yeah,
like
she let the spilled water drip to the carpet.
Oh,
I
Robert
guess we
Jordan.
should probably drink for that, Ryan. You're right. That was.
Yep.
I'll acknowledge that giggle.
Okay.
5, 2, 1. Drink.
strips down in front of them and then muffledly says, "I'm in a water."
That's what I would imagine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice. What you have in there, Joshua?
Only the best.
It's
that's why I want to know.
it's Pimm's, Scotch,
Ooh.
bitters, and sweet vermouth with lemon
Damn, look at Broshua.
and ginger. It's good. Yeah.
What do you call it?
It's the Broshua.
I don't know. It probably does have a name. I don't know what the name of it is though.
Oh, I think it's called the Hoity Toity.
It's just called Pins.
The next time I make at home a drink that has vermouth and bitters will be the first time at home I make a drink with vermouth and bitters.
Good. Complex flavors.
He had 10 minutes, Dan.
Complex.
Hey Dan, I think your mic
It's
is
called
a
a
little bit...
Cold Rocks Hold.
You got to
Oh,
reposition.
there we go. I love
Yes.
Nice.
Cold Rocks Hold, dude.
There it is.
Hey Dan,
Love it.
reposition your mic. It's a little further away than it was before.
Get closer to the mic, Dan. Get closer to the mic, brother Dan. No.
Oh yes, it is.
Get closer.
right,
Getting
get
closer
closer.
to the
Getting
mic.
a-
Not
A
everybody
little
can,
closer.
not everybody
Little
can throw that
closer.
mic the way you do.
Little closer.
Every
Really
extra
good.
I
try.
know.
He's doing this one-handed, everybody. Ladies and
How's that?
gentlemen. Sounds better.
Sounds good.
That sounds
Learned it.
very
All
much
right
better.
there.
All right. So that we learned a tiny bit about the IL. There. Hey, if you both want
Interpersonal
a guide-
relationships are complicated, to say the least.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. What would you have done had one of you been unwilling to step aside from Rand Althor? Fight over him? Let a man damage the ties between you? Well, would it not have been better if you both had married him then? And they're like, well, and Elaine's like, and this is an Elaine chapter. I didn't really mention that. This is Elaine's point of view. She's like, well, fuck. What did men think? Man, if I had to share him, would I share? I guess I would with Egwin, but Egwin just backed out. This sucks. I'm gonna
like,
punch
wait a minute.
Marilyn in her beautiful, gorgeous nose.
If I had to put money on it, I'd say that we're about to get a fight scene between two women over a man.
Huh?
That's what
How
Robert
much
Jordan pulled
money?
up to.
How much money are you putting on this?
10
one, Joe?
Tellerandry hot dollars.
Oh, very clever.
Okay.
Very
That's
AS
on.
of you.
Another bet. Another
Very
Hamilton, huh?
AS of you. Yep.
It's getting hot in here.
If
We
the
must be
guy
in the waist.
if the IL wants to marry one of them, it says he can say no. But if he wishes to marry one, he must marry both when they ask. This is the female's prerogative. They are the ones who ask the men to marry them. So right on. Cool.
There you go.
Amos is hard as the mountain. So let's
I mean, that's normal, you know.
You know, with all
Have
with
you,
all the
have
in.
you heated one of those burritos up in the microwave?
There you go.
Oh,
Well, I was just gonna say, with all of the inversion of their gender customs, maybe it's normal there for the woman to be hard as a mountain.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, we do have polygamy. We do have women are in charge as far as who gets married or not. So yeah, maybe they're pegging them.
I mean, it's
that what
very
we're talking
possible. It's very possible.
You never know, man. Who can judge?
You know what?
There's
More
no
power to
judgment
Rourke.
here.
No judgment here.
Not in this
Yeah,
one.
we're not judging, Josh. We're just
fucking
trying to
way.
dive down this path and see if what's possible.
There
Ride
are
the
other
slide.
possibilities.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, I think Amy's could be as hard as a mountain. We don't know.
We have no idea.
Sure.
Once she lays her hands on
Amy's-
you, she will drag you by the hair
Amy's-
toward what
Amis?
she wants.
Amis?
Amis.
Amis?
Is that what you say?
Amis?
Amis?
Ami? I call her.
Amis?
Oh
What
man,
do
we're
I
going
call
back
her?
to
Fuck,
this.
now I'm forgetting.
What do you call her, Kate?
Amit.
Pronounce this.
Hold on. I had it before y'all started talking and chattering in my ear.
Amis?
Your own pronunciations. It is Amis. Thank you. Yeah, that's the first one I said. It is more Amis. Yeah, it's like. Amis.
What did I say? What did you say?
What'd you say?
Wait, what did you say?
I said
Amis.
but were you?
I said Amis.
Oh wait a minute.
Burritos.
You say
No,
anus.
You say
I
Amy's,
say anus.
Amy's organic chilies. Yeah, Amy's.
Amy's.
Guys.
And that's actually
I'm
how
going with
I
Amy's.
read it first. I think I've adapted to Amos or not Amos. Amy's. But I
Amy's.
or what? I don't even fucking pronounce this. I don't.
Yeah,
say this
Amos and
at all.
Andy.
Amy's and
Amy. Amos.
No.
What I say? Amos. Like
Martin
Amanda,
Lewis or
like
Amos.
Amos.
Wait,
Like,
Amos.
I said
like,
Amy's.
yeah,
Wait,
Amos.
what did you say?
Amy?
I said
Chansony.
It's not Amy.
Where's Chansony when we need
What
her?
did you say?
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah. I will.
We do
I
need
think
the interlude of pronounce this, I feel like,
Sorry.
during the
sorry.
season at
I
some
will-
point.
I did
We
not.
will-
I feels like
I will
this has
submit some
happened
to her
before.
next time.
Todd was like, "Oh no, not this road again." I'm so sorry. We took us down that road.
No, this is important. We got to get this down. We got to.
I mean, it's very important.
We have to get to the.
We got to
bottom.
figure this.
In
Amos?
this specific
Amos?
chapter,
Amos?
it's very
Ryan, where's
Is
where's
this the
Chansony?
pronunciation of this person's name? No,
It's
okay.
completely our fault. She's ready and willing to help out. We're just not ever on time to get it to her.
I just believe
Chansony.
everything you
I
say.
was on
Joe.
vacation. Yeah.
Ah.
So
Oh my
Amos,
God. I don't know why.
It says Amis
Hey,
in the
Dan,
back of the book.
Dan,
Amis.
That's what
Okay.
I said. I
Is
said
my
How was the
lighting better?
horchata?
Yeah, like
I
anise,
didn't
like
even try it.
but
Amis.
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 How was the flan?
I had Ryan. I had
Nobody
papaya.
cares. The fly.
I had.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Yeah, I had all kinds of different fruits. I didn't
Was
try
your-
either, so horchata or flan.
Did you eat a pig over a spit?
Did you have
I
any
did-
lettuce?
I had arugula.
Ooh,
Did you-
that's not very watery though.
Did you
That's
go to a-
that's
did-
safer? I think.
Did you go to a cockfight?
Smart.
I did not go to a cockfight.
Okay, well,
Where's the
because
was-
you weren't invited, or you just
There
didn't
was
see
a
it?
cock wrestle or two.
or two, or three, or four, or five. Let's bring it all out. Hey, puppetry of the penis right now, everybody.
All right,
Oh
Jose.
shit!
There it is.
Whoa. This is taking this puppetry to a
Great.
level that I haven't
All
seen
right.
before. And I'm a little
You never
disturbed.
see me nibble my own, tip of my own. All
No!
right.
I can't look away.
Yeah,
No.
it happens. It happens. All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry and not sorry. I'm funny. All right. So,
brother Dan, I just want you to know there's a whole pegging conversation going on in the chat that you started.
How is everyone pro pegging? Ryan, that should be all right. Do that. That's our first.
Is this a drinking game?
Pegging, yes or no?
First
If
poll.
you eat something and it tastes like ass, why try it again? Agreed.
Ryan was looking for poll questions and I forgot. So here's our first poll: pegging, yes or no?
Okay, here it comes.
All right,
this
cool.
is I'm really excited. Carry on.
All right, cool. So there was a evil in Tanchico. She relates worse than men can make. That could be the Black Aja, or as Josh indicates, or Todd indicated, y'all have indicated, maybe the city itself is becoming Shadow Logoth.
Or Shadow
I
Logoth,
think it's splitting. I think there's some sort of I think the Black Aja have they obviously have a lot of power, right? And then they're already Aes Sedai, and then they turn into these Black Aja, so they get more power from that, and it's dark power. So now all their power is now dark power, plus they get more power because it's the other side of the power. So I think they kind of get leveled up, and it feels like we're going to have a divide of the White Tower. I feel like that's what's going to happen. But that's just
interesting.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of Black Aja shit, right? They're all there.
Hence the name Tanchico or the Tower.
Right,
that's a good one.
Right.
All right, everyone. The poll is live. Pegging ? Yes,
it's
no.
A 60-second poll. We're
or what is that?
1 minute.
So, go
ahead. Spoiler alert: Joe Stick-IL voted yes.
Spoiler. Okay.
I mean, just spoilers.
What?
Spoiler alert.
Let me pick up my shot.
KayK loves that Joe Stick-IL is on today's show. Thank you.
I voted yes.
Hi. Hi, Kay.
So
glad to be here. Thank you.
I'm glad you're here too, Joe.
Get out of here, Josh.
I will.
I meant thank you.
Hey, I mean, seriously, this is the best poll we've ever done. The poll is closing, everyone. The poll is closing. Let's see the results. Drum roll, please. I don't know. Where does it come? Do they go? Where does it go? I ended the poll. There it is. Pegging with 11 votes, 63% yes.
Goodness gracious.
There we go.
Did you really do a poll?
All right, cool.
Yeah, we did a poll.
We can't see. You can't see.
So what
obviously, if you have a poll about pegging, you're going to get mostly yeses.
That was the opening band. Don't worry about it.
You know what, Josh? I don't think this concerns you. God.
You're right, Kay. Actually, you're fucking right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's move on.
Oh my god!
Good.
Dan, if we were on a basketball court in Rutgers, everyone would be going, "No!" running around fucking freaking out. That's what's called being dunked on.
Yeah, the other team would just call a timeout to regroup, right?
Timeout.
Well, I'm
all right, so boom. Here.
So hang on. So Egwin does repeatedly note that her perception of Tanchico is all the buildings are cracked, and it's time has worn heavily on it, right? Okay. It does seem maybe symbolic or related to the darkness that Amy's says is there.
Which is more to Todd's point.
Ooh, Mashadar's coming in.
Yeah, some like corruption.
Some
with
national.
Yeah,
some
yeah,
national-
and- So whether the captured Aes Sedai who they questioned said that an evil awaited Rand, something dangerous awaited Rand in Tanchico. Whether something presumably outside of the construction of the Black Aja, right? So maybe you're right, Kay. Maybe it is something that they're cooking up, or maybe it's something that they learned about that they were just going to leverage. I don't know the answer, but
You know, I honestly feel like sometimes there are like random ass spoilers that just don't mean to be spoilers though too. Like even names of certain YouTube channels could make me think certain things when I get to these kinds of chapters. I already have names in my head and I'm like, well, this kind of seems like that could be going that way. And then I'm like, oh wait, there's a YouTube channel named this, or another channel maybe named that. And or something
Spoilers
else,
abound.
you know? And I'm like, fuck. That
man.
maybe that then I feel like it steers me, so it's really hard. I feel like we're just gonna be spoiled. Super spoiled.
Are you talking
in
about
the
Squadcast?
No, not at all. Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
Kay,
Yes.
to your
I
point,
run into it. I run into spoilers, or on like Twitter.
Yeah.
Kay, to your point, I was a reader of A Song of Ice and Fire before the show came out. When the show came out, it got to the point too I had read in the books, and we are still awaiting the next book. But the seasons went on. Season 6 and 7 occurred, and the last that I had seen in the books, spoilers, there was a person whose last name is something I'm going to get about 18 inches of in the next 24 hours because of the storm, and he's the bastard of Winterfell.
Is it John Blizzard?
Yeah, he was dead.
Yeah.
And so I avoided I tried to avoid the show. I tried to avoid everything. I was watching ESPN, and ESPN, the anchor goes, "So, Jon Snow, he's alive, huh?" And I was like, "Fuck you, man!"
Yeah.
How can I avoid it if I'm just trying to look at like
The safest place in the world.
Yeah, no, that's frustrating, Dan. Actually.
The safest place,
Yeah.
man. ESPN.
But that's super frustrating. I think that that's totally relatable in this situation because we're going through that. I think we're going to be really spoiled in the second season, honestly, because we just got to, I feel like, the end of the Dragon Reborn, and now we're like reading at the pace that we can, and like do this show and make it authentic because we are first time readers. But it's going to, at some point, I feel like just things are going to kind of be spoiled for us. So.
Yeah, it's fraught. Spoilers.
I don't know. I think you guys are at a
peril.
decent pace. I think you're going to keep up with the show.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think you guys will keep up with the show. I don't think you guys have a lot to worry about.
Okay.
You're already on book
just-
4. I think your trajectory has you in a good place.
No, you're
I
right.
think, these guys do have us in a good spot.
Yeah.
That's true.
But spoilers they abound in Twitter and just online
That's
and
true.
social media.
Yeah.
It's like
That's difficult.
I have to stay away.
There's going to
It's
be
so
assholes
hard.
like myself who will just say horrible things and just.
all you have to do is be
things
like
on
me
the
and don't participate in social media, and it's not hard to avoid them.
yeah,
That's all you have to do.
Joshua.
Be like Josh.
Be like
just avoid everything.
Just
And-
avoid
and you won't get
everything
spoiled.
always, and you'll never get hurt.
That's right.
Okay.
It's like in the '90s. Like you're like Michael Jordan. Like Josh.
So
I like to
emo.
be like Josh.
Josh.
I want to be like Josh. Like Josh. I'd like to be like Josh.
I know you would, Ryan.
Drinking vermouth and bitters.
With
Yeah.
like
because the
with
can
like
was a
lemon
Hedksi
rock.
make
Old
it-
rocks.
with like Venetian lemon rind and like.
What?
Not imported. It's a lemon from my front yard. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shut the
It's a Meyer lemon from the front yard.
He grew it himself, of course.
No, I got a lemon tree.
Look at we've got parent lottery bitch on the line. If I could like
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Josh grew his own bitters in his backyard too.
Yeah,
I would make my own bitters.
that's cute.
hell yeah,
What
Josh.
are
you would.
bitters?
I believe
Where
it.
do
Just
bitters
put
come from?
essence of Josh's soul in there, and it would turn super bitter.
Josh,
Josh's tears.
Oh shit!
You're the best. You are the best.
oh,
Huzzah! All right, guys, let's drink to Josh's tears.
hey, all is forgiven if you cooked for me one day, Josh. And make me one of those drinks.
Josh has made me breakfast when we camped at that hippie place.
Oh yeah.
Camping breakfast. I don't want camping food. Josh is
Camping food's
Oh
good
no,
though.
it was
Really
great.
good,
It was
but-
good, though.
potatoes.
I don't like to
Oh,
camp.
They're
it's-
burritos,
That's
right?
not fun anyway.
You don't like potatoes? You don't like potatoes?
She doesn't like to camp.
Oh,
I don't like to
oh,
camp. I love potatoes.
oh.
Yeah.
You would like to glamp.
I would.
Yeah.
I do.
She likes campy film. She likes camp, but not camping.
Not camping.
I just saw
Anyway.
a band a couple days ago called Camp, CAAMP. Is there anyone in chat? You ever hear of Camp? Let me know.
Camper Van Beethoven.
Camper Van de Beethoven.
Camping
Yes.
food is great after a good pegging.
Yeah. Well done. Well done.
Exactly, Kevin.
Nice work,
Yeah.
Mr.
You make a hobo
Northcutt.
dinner.
Like
in,
what-
in a tin foil? You throw it in a hole.
What
with
is
some
a
coils,
bad pegging?
coils.
Let's go there.
It's if you are camping and you don't have a tent. That's when it can be a bad pegging.
That's a bad
Oh,
pegging.
well said.
You can't pitch a tent.
Need more pegs.
You can't pitch a tent. You can't peg.
All right, let's get back on track.
So
Yeah, let's get
So
back.
Amy's was a maiden. We learned.
Right.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure we touch on that.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that was cool. I liked that.
It's
And
important.
the way it's spoken is that she was a maiden. She was. So pronounce that.
And it explains why she cut herself off from her sentence of saying, "Sometimes I like to remember," when she was talking to.
So
Well,
can
because
you
she
read that?
showed up in a different way.
She showed up and she was
had
being a
different-
maiden.
She looked different than she had before. Yeah.
Well, that too, but she was like, "I like to remember being a maiden," because you have to give that up to become
A wise one.
a wise woman, right?
And that's what it said. Amos was Fardarais my, or how do you pronounce this, guys? I mean,
The what?
Oh, the tribe or whatever.
Fardarius May.
Fardarais.
That's my
Shansani says.
What do you, how do you
Right?
pronounce it, Kay?
Faldarius Mai.
Fardarais
Ooh,
my.
nice.
All right.
I
so
tried to do
Fardar-
my best impression.
That was a good one.
Fardarais my.
That was good.
Faldarius Mai.
Fardarais my.
Faldarius
So
Mai.
she was that until she gave up the spear to
Nice.
go to Ruidian. So we've heard about Ruidian a bit, and we hear that also like Amos is hanging out there right now.
Yep.
She's like, I'm at Ruidian, but I'll be back.
The
Before
cold
you-
rock hold.
I'll get back to the cold, cold rock cold on the rocks. So Egwin is like stating her case. She's like, "Wow, I just talked to this woman, Amos. You know her?" She's like, "Yeah, totally." And she's like, "All right, Avienda can take me to the Cold Rocks Hold. With Amos can show me how to find how to do this. I don't know how to do this. I gotta have a computer, and I don't know how to use it. I need to go to the I need to go to the Apple Genius Bar, and Amos. So she told me to come in. She said, "Come in. You have an appointment."
Yep.
And so I need to figure out how to use this. She's like, "You take the ring. I now know that I can do this shit without the ring. You can take the ring. I'll meet up with you here. We all know this place. I'll meet up with you here, and
In the dream world.
In the dream world, and then we will share information. How's that?"
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
She says, "Quote, Leandrin and the rest of them will be like children. They won't know a quarter of what we do. You don't believe I'm running out on you?" And they're like, no, you go. This is a good idea. Elaine's like, "Well done." Nynaeve's like, yep. You got it. Training. Let's do it. She's a Marine sergeant. She's like, yeah, you got to do it. Hooah.
Hoo-ha.
Yeah.
And then there's a knock on the door. It opens.
Something
And
like that.
Maureen
I'm pretty
comes
sure.
in. And she's like, "Hey, guess what?
They're dead.
Maureen and Amiko
I love
are- wait.
They're
Yes,
old.
so.
That's exactly.
They're
They're
old yeller.
gonzo.
Yeah, that was so how she
They're
described it.
gonzo.
She's gone. They're gonzo.
Their throats were
Doritos. All right,
cut
get used
rather
to it.
messily, and then after their tongues had been nailed to the cell doors. So their tongues were nailed to the cell
Ooh.
door first,
This is just
and
fucking
then their
Grody.
throat was cut.
Hey, Joe.
Nice.
How do they know?
Gross.
How do they know that secret?
Gross. They were black Asha.
Maybe because of the
From the blood
amount of
spatter
blood.
patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all
textured
like
it.
forensic fucking researchers.
They have like
Fuck that
red
stupid shit.
strings from all over. It's like Dexter.
No.
He's like, all right.
What I like to think of is like
Right?
they nail the tongues while they're
Dexter
still in the
was my first
body,
thought, too.
so they're just kind of like against the wall going.
No, I mean a dead. No, right? A dead person. Would
Yeah,
just
they're
like,
not dead yet, though. They weren't dead, right? It was like
Right.
Maybe.
they
You
had
know why?
been
It was Moraine.
nailed.
Moraine did that shit, dude. No.
You think so?
Oh, she knows because she did it.
Dory. So Dory, are you just being
Dude,
anti
Moraine, shut up.
Are you just being
She's like,
or
look,
do you really think that
Hey.
Moraine did it?
She's like-
officer, there are no bodies underneath my floorboards.
Remember, we did see Patton
Swear.
Payne nail a fade
And I do
and
this.
put knives into his eyeballs into a door
Okay.
while he was alive, and there was like scuff marks on the bottom where his feet were like all
Moving around. So
scuffing. Yeah.
Scuffing.
That was
That's a
allegedly Patton Payne.
Well, yeah. True enough. But you know what? I'm laying it on his doorstep.
I mean, it could have been Moraine, I think, as Tom was saying.
So, yeah.
No.
So
Moraine
the
would cut. She would
the
cut
two
one.
Aes Sedai were killed. Two Aes Sedai were killed. The Black Aja were killed. They're like, they either were killed because they thought that they spilled the beans. They were killed because they didn't want them to spill the beans. Or they were killed just because you don't get captured. It's punishment to get captured. But either way, they think that they're still pretty cool. They think, all right, we probably got all the information we need. Heard about Tanchico. Maureen's like, where are you going? Tower Tanchico. They're like, all right. Egwin's going to the waste, actually. You didn't even have that as an option, did you, Maureen? Ha ha ha. But Egwin's going to the waste.
Oh,
And Elaine and I, Nynaeve, are gonna go to Tanchico. And she's like, oh, and she's like, yeah, and Egwin's gonna go with Avienda. And Avienda's like, actually, I don't want to fucking go home. So thanks, but no thanks. Someone else will go with you, Egwin. Take care. Pat, pat, pat. Maureen's like, nope, here's a letter. It says,
Dan, before you read this, can we do a little pronounce this?
yes.
On these fine people, there's some new names, right?
Who?
She says,
okay.
do you know this and this and this?
Amos, Bear, Milane, and Sienna.
Cephala.
I mean, right off the bat, you said Niniave, like all wrong.
Yeah.
Niniave.
Niniave.
Who's a Niniave are you tonight? I've had
Kay's got it.
many
Kay's got it.
Niniaves in my day, I tell you what.
Kay's got it.
Oh.
Don't Niniave me. I Niniave you first.
Oh, okay.
That works too, I think. They all work.
It works. It works either way. It's like aloha.
It's like
It's
I'm
aloha. Or namaste.
Aloha.
There are among the maidens of the spear and the stone of Tyr a willful girl named Avienda of the Nine Valley Sept of the Tarad Aiel. She must come to us. There can be no more waiting or excuses. We will await her on the slopes of Shindir above Ruidian. So she's like, yeah, you have no choice. You can't hang out with Nynaeve and Elaine, even though you don't want to. I already ratted you out to Ruark, and he's like, yeah, you gotta go. So she's like, fuck, I am a maiden. I can do what I want. I can do what I want.
I can cry if I want to.
And then she leaves.
Totally.
And she's like, well, all right. So I guess she's going to go. They're all going to go. They're going to do as the letter asks. It says Amos is going to meet him at the Cold Rocks, or Cold Rocks Hold, rather. And there is, Moraine says that there is an Athanmir ship in the docks at the mall that Nynaeve and Elaine can take to Tan Chico. It's like he says, tell him all it means to do.
And Nynaeve gets seasick as fuck on this fast ship, so
Yeah, she's not.
she's like, oh,
I think you mean a Niniave.
Niniave.
Guys, this just
Look
in.
at this. Oh my god.
All right, Benjamin Reno. Oh my God.
You know what,
this is
Ben
amazing.
Reno? I'm with you, my friend, too. It's blizzard time, baby. We're getting 12 to 18
Cheers.
inches.
Are you talking about
Thank
John
you.
Blizzard?
We're getting a John Blizzard.
Look at it. Nice callback.
Benjamin Reno.
Oh, I
we're
can't
glad
wait to
that
meet
we
everyone
found
in
you.
person.
Yeah,
Yes.
really. We have
There's
so
going to
many
be
drinks
so
to
many
buy, Ryan.
rounds. It's going to be
Yeah.
going crazy.
There's so much weed, too, right? I mean, I hope you guys smoke
No.
weed, right? Because
What?
I'm bringing it.
Who does that?
I'm bringing it.
What?
Dan.
Shut the fuck
What's
in.
weed?
I'm bringing it.
Nobody does.
Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. I'm bringing
I'm
it.
bringing it.
That's why we have a guys.
Where's
that's why
John
we
as a
have an
guitar when we
Airbnb.
need it?
We have our own Airbnb instead of we're not staying at the hotel just because we're bringing it.
Yeah, we're gonna be like, well,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Well, that is true.
we're gonna be
But
like, well, it's
other
been
than
an
that,
hour.
I'm not
Let's
sure
drive
what
back
you-
and smoke. Oh, it's been
It's
an
a
hour.
10-minute
Let's go.
walk, Ryan.
Yeah, 10-minute walk, even better.
It's the best. We're gonna have so much fun. I'm so excited.
And so the chapter pretty much ends.
No, it is not.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, it is not.
Oh,
It is not.
Oh, God.
That's why we have an Airbnb.
That's why I'm
and-
saying, like, no, you're not.
We
But you
are
are. But you're
not
not. But
going to
you
be
are.
partaking in that.
Guys, we're
Are
cosplaying
bringing
at
it.
it's Two Rivers to
It's
back.
just we're
We're
called
cosplaying.
the Way of the Leaf. Obviously,
It's the
we
way.
have to like play along.
This is the way.
Okay, this is the way.
This is the way.
It's like, Cheech and
Wait.
Chong never
I
even
had a question.
separated.
Yep.
Skit.
Talk to me, Todd.
I have a question. Remember? Okay, does anybody remember what kind of ship Balin Doman has? Does he have a raker?
I do not think so.
I hope so, man. I hope Balin Doman comes back into this shit.
Oh,
When I read that, I was like,
that's a great callback.
I was like,
That would be
dude,
cool
that'd be
if it
fucking-
is him.
No, actually, he died quietly in his sleep off page.
Mm-hmm.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
Just
Brother
slipped
Dan,
away.
you spoiled it. You fucking spoiled it. for me.
Spoiler!
No, it's real controversial. The community always argues about like what do they like Beldoman just falling in. He basically choked on his own vomit.
Yeah, they said it was an aneurysm, but he
That's
also
the way
choked
it-
on his own vomit.
All the greatest go like that. All the greatest go like that. Fucking man.
Oh
Where the
god.
great ones go, ask Bale.
No. Is he part of the like Club 27 or?
He's 27. He was,
Yeah.
dude. He was
he part of
27,
the
I think.
27? Yeah,
Fuck.
that figures.
He was only
Jimi
27.
Hendrix, huh?
Figures as much.
He was
And,
Jim-
what-
Jim
and
so
Morrison
much.
on his own boat.
All right, so Josh and Todd as Cheech and Chong,
Yeah.
All right, so
and then Kay is Roller Girl
wait,
and Boogie Nights.
who's
I'm
Tom?
Labrador, man. Labrador.
I'm very funny. Don't underestimate how funny I can be.
Goodness.
All right, let's focus.
That does mean how
We
high
have
you
one
can
more
be. too.
chapter, Ryan. So we let's focus. Let's focus.
Anyway.
Move forward. All right, so we have before at the end of the chapter they asked.
Dude, my internet just
Moraine-
broke. Fuck.
You're okay. You sound good, Todd.
No, you sound great. So they ask Moraine.
Todd, you sound
so,
horrible.
are you start? Is Rand going to start that
Okay.
war you want so bad? And she says, "quote I do not want a war. I want what will set him alive or see him alive to fight Tarmogeddon. He said he will tell us what he means to do tomorrow." The smallest frown creased her smooth forehead. "Tomorrow we will all know more than we do tonight." Her departure was abrupt.
I feel like every single scene we've had with Moiraine in this book has been like, bam, bam, like just very very little content. She's just like a pen note, appending like these events. I don't know, like
She's like, do this, do this, do this, do this. Later.
I'm out.
But she is also recognizing that Rand is accelerating things, or at least being more autonomous than she seems comfortable with.
Yeah.
Would
I mean,
you
she
agree
didn't
with
like him. Well, yeah, I mean, we already knew that, though. She didn't like him delaying. She wanted him to decide earlier. 3 or
Correct.
4
So
days
that's
earlier.
where her agitation is that he's waiting another day?
Yeah.
Okay. Reno?
I mean, she
She's
was
not
already
sweating
agitated
it
with
at all,
him.
man. The smallest frown creased her smooth forehead. She's not sweated. Moraine's fucking rolling with it, dude.
Good point. Is there anything else we want to talk about in this chapter before you hit the last chapter, chapter 13?
Well, just
Rumors.
to a little bit to Todd's point just now, how Moraine just does not sweat for shit. The way she entered, and she was like, knock, 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 coming in, and like the way they described it, or the way he described it, was like she saw everything and took it all in with barely a glance, or like, and with no like facial expression, kind of thing. It was really cool.
She read the room like a
Yeah,
fucking
she, like,
champ.
She just came in. It was like
She's like,
information,
bam, bam,
data, got y'all okay, understood, and they're dead.
And to
So
piggyback off that, Kay, when she walked in, she said that Joya and Emiko are dead.
yeah,
And Elaine says, "Oh, the light illumined their soul," and she was like, "No, fuck them. They
She's like-
they did us dirty. They chose wrong."
She's
Yeah.
like, really?
Fuck them.
Really?
no, that was not the deal. They chose
yeah, what
they
do you
chose they gave their souls away a long time ago, right? They talk about that.
So you guys were
Totally.
referencing
Can
her
anyone
smallest
do-
reaction in terms of like her being super cool and chill under pressure and like or not reacting. But isn't the smallest reaction from her like speaking volumes?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Too.
She's normally glacially still
The
and like
smallest-
unresponsive.
yeah.
Smallest
Yeah.
frown can mean a
The
lot.
smallest reaction. Correct.
Or her dinner was just unsettling.
Yeah, or her Amy's burrito was.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Thank you.
Or Amy's burrito did not.
She's
sit
like,
well.
she's like, don't have the Amy's burrito from
She
fucking.
didn't cook that shit all the way through.
Stone
you have
Kitchen.
to really not do the microwave bit, I think,
The miss burrito.
on the Miss
Amy's
burrito.
burrito. That's what I said.
Amy's
What did I say?
burrito.
What did you say?
What'd you say?
What did I say?
What'd I say?
You
You
said
said that?
Amy.
I said Amy's.
Who's on first?
I said Amy.
Oh,
You said
shit.
Amy's.
Correct.
I don't know. Third base. All right, let's jump to
Wait.
chapter 13, shall we?
All right. Chapter 13.
Fine.
This is actually a pretty.
Ooh, I like this.
This one's
Love
a little
it.
weighty. This one
Cute,
is Matt.
cute.
Yeah.
Dice.
Are we talking about the die? The
got
die.
The dice, yeah.
Or as they say in the Midwest,
Thank you.
Dois.
Boys, baby.
Do they say that in the Midwest?
Noise.
You say-
Yeah.
you
They
say
say
that-
dois.
Yeah,
Roll
Noise-
the
they
dice.
say noise
Yeah,
dois.
Yeah, no, it's a little.
Noise dice. Roll the dice.
Noise.
If I go to the Midwest and I go, hey, there's some noise dois, they're gonna know exactly.
They'll
what
know
I'm
exactly what you're talking about.
Oh,
They say,
cool.
you want
Cool,
ice
cool,
with
cool.
that?
I'm so glad. Phew. Thank you. Just wanted to
Got that. Good.
got that. Copy that.
This is
Writing
a
it
Matt
down.
chapter. Matt is still recovering from the night before, where he's seen some shit. He's seen some shit, guys. We should acknowledge he's seen some shit. He was so he killed a gray man. All he had was a couple knives to kill a fade, and then these Trollocs, steamrolled this fade, ate him up. No, yeah, see, toy. Yeah, see, god damn it, thank you, FartVader. See,
Thank you for
I knew it.
Actually,
and
this
then
is
the
great.
Trollocs just like
That's the print. Yeah.
steamrolled the fade, fucked him up, sniffed at Matt, and ran away elsewhere.
What
He's
is
like-
happening?
I like
right?
how the fade called him. I like how the fade called him a
Horn
horn
blower.
sounder.
Horn sounder.
Horn sounder.
Yep.
Fucking Broshua, dude.
Yeah.
There was a drinking obligation, though. Before Matt was thinking about this, he never glanced. He says, "quote He did not go near the dice games, and he never glanced at the serving girl's ankles." I don't know. Fuck it. Let's drink.
Yeah.
That's it. But
yeah.
okay, I will.
There's a couple at the end of the chapter too. He starts thinking about bosoms.
He does.
Who doesn't?
What do we know what occurred there?
I
have some theories.
I have a theory too. You go first, Todd.
You go. Yeah, Todd.
Well, this is the same thing that happened with Rand, right? With Landfear.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm thinking, oh man, I guess it's Landfear. She programmed the Trollocs not to attack him. I don't know. Robert Jordan, you got me.
Bro,
I mean,
fine. No, you were right there. Exactly. So keep going with that. So was Matt included with it in that then?
Yeah, because they're all TAVERN, so she's like, oh shit, I gotta.
She's meddling, right?
TAVERN. I don't know. There's so much going on right there.
She's certainly metal.
She's
That's for
meddled
sure.
with all of them before. I mean, we've seen her essentially ply her wiles on all three of them at various times.
Right.
That's a good point. I don't know. So has she been protecting them the whole time? All three of them? Or is this the first time?
I mean, when we meet her, no, I think she has. And I mean, we meet her, we get her internal dialogue when she's talking with Rand too, like we talked about last week, where she obviously has her own agenda. I mean, we've known she has her own agenda from the conversations she had with Balls on Your Mom and others too. But you know, she aspires to essentially like take over and like become the highest ruler with Rand. But along the way, like if Rand fails, she's willing to take either of these as her secondary prize, right?
Okay.
So she thinks. Yeah, she thinks. I don't know. It seems like she thinks maybe that like with the Dragon Reborn, she could take out the Dark One or something.
Yeah,
maybe
that's what we talked about last week. Yeah.
Okay. I missed it. Oh.
And that there was the pair of magical things, whatever the fuck they're called, that her and Rand can use together to like.
That's right. Ooh, yeah. Totally.
Okay. Right on. Right on. No, you guys. No, I was sucked in. I was just listening. I wasn't zoning out. I was listening. So
now we really believe you.
Oh.
No. Let me get back.
I was
into the topic.
definitely not zoning out. I was totally listening.
No, I totally
Me too.
no. I had officer. I swear
I was not
just went
zoning
to
out
my
either.
sister's house.
I was
I had
totally
some
listening.
seltzer water.
guys, I was listening the whole time. I even know what the question was and could repeat it back to you.
So Matt has is still recovering. He has wine, but he's not drinking it. In fact, he's drawing on the table an open door.
Mm-hmm.
He scrubs it out angrily
And draws it again.
Correct. He hears people comparing Rand to Logain. Logain, I guess, is fucking shit up in Geldion, and they're saying half of Amadisia and Altura as well. There's all this stuff, and in Saldea, I guess there's something else named Masim, who defeated Lord Bashir's army. And Matt's like, dude, this fucking guy just took the stone and is holding Kalendor, and you're talking about Logain and all these.
Yeah, he's like, these fools don't know shit.
Chump, you chump. But he's holding.
You haven't
shit
seen what I see. Oh.
Until he hears something that catches his ear, and he goes, "Whoa, what the fuck?" He stands up, walks over to another table where there's he sees a Kandori master merchant. He sees him and he's like, "Yo, yeah, you mentioned the two rivers." He's like, "Yeah.
Got some tobacco here, yo."
Yeah. I'm just saying the price of tobacco's gonna go way up, man. We're not gonna get. And I got like 10 hold. I'm holding right now. I'm going to the moon. I'm holding my cryptos and my two rivers tobacco. And he's like, well, why? Why is this? And apparently the rumor is that the children of the light are going to the two rivers in search of Rand al'Thor and Perrin. Bye-bye. The white cloaks are after some dark thing with yellow eyes.
Stereo.
Too. Very gnarly. So Matt's like, whoa, that's fucked up. Gives him an Andorran crown. Boom. Drinks on me. Bye. He runs off and he runs right to Perrin's room, and Perrin's already packing. And he had heard the same thing. Talk to me, guys.
Well, I totally wasn't zoning out, but repeat what you just said, Dan.
You know what? I have something for you.
Nobody zones out here.
I'm gonna text you exactly what you can kiss. Okay? I'm gonna send you
Go on.
Rosebuds.
exactly
Rosebuds.
where you
No.
can put those lips right now. Okay?
Right on the rosebuds, dude.
Right on the rosebuds. Right on that rosebud mouth.
You can place exactly. Hold on, let me text that to you.
Dude, the rosebud lips, dude.
What?
Oh, they claim.
What? Go ahead.
They also revealed. They also revealed that they're after Perrin too, right? The man with the yellow eye, dark friend with the yellow eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you said that. Fuck.
No, I did, but that's fine. Yeah,
dude, my audio is so fucked up.
Yeah, no sweat. I did say that, but I mean, so what are your thoughts?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
oh, shit's real.
I mean, do you think it's real, or is it? I mean, the chapter's called Rumors.
That's true. I know it's like a Fleetwood Mac album. Shit. I don't know, man.
Here you are again.
You want to like him more than you do.
I'll be there.
Nice one, Ryan.
Thank you.
That's a.
Like, I want to like this joke Dan's doing, but I'm more than I do.
I'm singing a song from Rumors from Fleetwood Mac.
Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Rumors.
Ryan, your voice sounds really far away.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's true. It could be a setup. I know. Fuck. I forgot about that part. Damn it. It could have been a dark friend just setting him up. Ah. Oh, yep.
That's Fleetwood Mac, right? Tell me lies. Tell me lies.
Yeah, Rumors.
Okay. Yeah.
The album. The myth, the legend.
I mean, we do know that the White Cloaks are in Two Rivers, though, right? From the intro chapter, the preamble
right, they're
to
going there.
This book.
Correct.
I mean, they had already crossed the river and were going into.
Okay.
So, I mean, as readers, we know it to be truth. But
yeah.
Yeah, they want Perrin's yellow eyes.
They know his name.
They know his name, yes. And his parents live there. And so he feels that he is bringing this danger upon his hometown. Because, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, this is like the sheriff is he killed two of their men and ran away. He's a parole violee, he jumped the chain gang. He escaped Alcatraz. They're trying to get their man.
Exactly.
He says, quote, "The White Cloaks are in the Two Rivers, and they'll hurt people trying to find me. I can stop it if I go." And Matt's like, "I don't know why do they know you?" He's like, "Don't worry about it. Don't ask.
Don't talk about that here.
Don't worry about it.
Don't talk about that here, Dan.
We don't talk about this."
No.
First rules that we don't
talk about that here.
Matt can't even say the words "I want to go." Josh, what's going on with Matt?
I liked that. Actually.
Okay, yeah. So what is going on with Matt? He says, quote, he's like,
I love all these quirky character things that happen.
He says, "Burn me, Perrin, burn me. I want to see. I can't even say it now. Like my head knows I'll do it if I say it. I can't even get it out of my mind."
Yeah. And before he was just like struggling with wanting to go, but being like halfway out the door and then turning around and staying for another night. Mm-hmm. And now it's just gotten to the point where he's just like, fuck. I can't even fucking think about going without staying.
Yeah. Yeah, and this whole chapter he's been feeling this pull back to the stone itself.
But I think he's yeah, you're right. He gets pulled back. He feels the feeling of being pulled back to the stone, but he rejects it and pushes it away. I think that he's going through a rejection of his sense of identity too. Like he reflects about his mom will marry him off if he goes back there, and he's like he's come full circle to like embracing his desire to live in a city, which we read about a few chapters ago, and he's like playing the role of the Lord, but then like when they call him my Lord, he like tries to like play it off.
I'm not a lord. Don't call me a lord.
So he has this
he's
like
at this. Yeah.
Go ahead,
He's
Todd.
hella rich too at this. He's hella rich at this point too, right?
Just throwing
He's got,
gold
like,
coins around.
Yeah,
He's a high roller. He's like
coin is like, hey, yeah, buy your drinks for the night, kind of thing.
And in fact,
he's like, I'm not going back to the thatched huts, yo.
That he was a lord hanging out with peasants, more or less.
Yeah, we did discuss that, MrHowley, like that there's like a sense of gravity to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
pulling
for sure.
in
That's there.
Kay's mentioned
the miasma,
like a radius around him, like a physical radius. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
And Matt thinks back to his family, and he says, "quote."
And the other thing is the holes in his memory. He can't live with himself knowing that he has these missing holes in his memory, and he knows deep down, even though he hasn't admitted it to himself, that he has to have the Aes Sedai's help in order to reclaim that.
Yeah, and he's so yes.
Yeah, and then add on the Tavernness and his like strange sense of duty that he incurred through being the blower of the horn. Right, it's like
he's just like
there's
he
that
hates
too.
it, and he's like resistant against it all. He's just like this little outlaw that just wants to fucking resist. No, I don't need anybody's help.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to.
Dude, he's a high rolling horn sounder. That's what he is,
high rolling horn sounding.
Yeah, but wouldn't going to the Two Rivers just kind of solve that for him though? Like all responsibility kind of gets slushed off if his mom marries him off. Remember, he said, "Oh, I won't be able to leave. My mom will marry me off in a week."
Right, but that's the push and the pull, right? Is like he knows that he can't do that because it would leave this gaping hole essentially, and he's already struggling with that, right? That's the opposition.
Just Tarvalon-sized hole.
Ooh.
That's a
I see
pretty
what you did.
gaping hole.
An Avalon.
What I'm talking about? Just square miles, man. What?
I don't get it.
I didn't say shaped. Yeah, whatever.
It's just a large area of land.
Yeah, just a large area that from a tip to tip.
That the Ogiers built. What the fuck, man?
I mean, yeah.
Large area of land.
Sometimes you need Ogier stone
It's proof that Ogiers have a good sense of humor.
They have the best sense of humor. Fuck yeah.
That's right.
So Matt can remember his sisters fucking with him, but it says, quote, but their faces were no longer sharp.
Right, and this is great too. Instead of answering, Matt paced back and forth, his face half light and shadow by turns. And we've seen this before, like even going all the way back to when he woke up in the White Tower. And remember, we had the scene with the jealousy, with the blinds, like casting the pattern of light and darkness on his sheets and like symbolizing his
keep going.
The holes in his memory, essentially, like the obfuscation of his vision, kind of.
I can't remember that. That's cool.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go with more like a light side, dark side.
Well, that too. Yeah, he does have the light and the dark side. Yeah, contrasting one another. We know he has the darkness within him from the knife, which, like, I guess this is from the show, but I mean, we get the sense that, like, he was drawn to the knife by his darkness, and it therefore was able to feed on him.
He's got a lot going on. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
No, Matt's like a very complex character.
That's
No, it's so complex. Matt might be one of the most complex characters.
no, you're right. No. I love it.
You're
You're right.
absolutely right.
He's got a lot going on.
He absolutely
Matt is one of the most
I mean,
complex
yeah.
characters, hands down. FartVader, you fucking kill me.
Yeah, he absolutely
I've always.
Oh my gosh.
Go on, Todd.
Turtleish.
Choo choo.
I'm sorry, I just read FartVader's fucking thing. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh god. That's what we were laughing at. Not.
Damn it.
And
I've lost
Perrin
all
really
now.
Perrin really lays it out here
Fucking
too.
FartVader.
Matt says, "Don't you feel anything trying to hold you back, telling you reasons you shouldn't go?" And Perrin replies, 100 of them, Matt. But I know it comes down to Rand and TAVERN. You won't admit that, will you? 100 reasons to stay, but the one reason to go outweighs them. And this is again like Perrin staring, and we get Perrin staring at the axe and the hammer, and like again his the balance of his own story, right?
Well, and also,
Do we know which one he's staring at, though?
Oh, go on, Kay.
Do we know which
Matt doesn't.
one he's staring at, though? I thought
It says
Matt doesn't.
Matt can't figure it
His
out.
gaze swung. Yeah, his gaze swung to where his axe hung on the wall, the belt tied around the haft in the wall hook, or maybe it was his hammer he was staring at, standing propped against the wall beneath the axe. Matt could not be sure.
Yeah.
And also, to your point, Josh, he also he started this whole thing off looking for a way to get Fael the way out of the
fuck. Yeah, right.
And he's like, "Oh, it's me that has to go." Well, the whole time he thought he just had to be by Rand.
Right.
All right, well, let's say goodnight to Joe.
Hey, Joe, thanks
for jump in.
Good night, Joe. Thanks for coming by.
Joe. Thank you so much.
Cheers, brother.
Joe's
Master of the callback.
This is Twatcast does a thing where we are doing a D&D thing. It starts at 9 o'clock every Tuesday before our show. So, I mean, most of you guys were there, but from 9 to 10:30 is their show, and then 10:30 till whenever we end is our show. So make sure you check them out.
Oh, wow.
Are we almost done?
Yeah, speaking of ending.
Yep.
I'm kidding. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. He's all, yep.
Yep.
Don't
yep.
worry.
Yeah, we're on the last two pages,
We are
so
almost
we're wrapping
done.
up.
No. I'll stay all night.
There is at least one more drinking obligation, though, guys.
Bring it.
This is Matt, when he is thinking about
Barrowlands
he's
bosom.
done thinking about like the troubles in the Two Rivers, he is looking for puss.
Ooh, how are your bitters, Josh?
Good.
Yeah.
He's like, there's a quote. He saw
Nice.
Caroline walking.
He's looking hard.
She had a considerable amount of excellent pale bosom.
Yep.
Excellent pale bosom, guys. And so we don't
Linger on.
she
my
ignores
excellent pale bosom.
She ignores
Oh, this
him.
part
as
is
he
so
makes
fucking
this
hilarious,
glorious
dude.
bow and says, "My lady," or whatever. And he's like, "Well, fuck you then." He says, "Quote,
Yep.
are
Bring
you
it.
deaf as well as blind, woman? I'm not a carpet to walk over, and I distinctly heard myself speak. If I pinch your bottom, you can slap my face, but until I do, I expect a civil word for a civil word." So the fact
Oh,
that
boy.
he's even threatening to
That-
pinch her ass, all right, drinking allegation.
Too much alike.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
what
it's an interesting
happens-
comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is that?
Oh wait, what is that part? Oh,
Too much like me, she murmured.
Oh,
what
no,
he
no.
Oh,
She
that's
says,
right.
she says too much alike.
No,
it's
too
just
much like me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Then she turned away, murmuring something to herself. All he caught was too much like me.
Okay. Ah.
And then he goes, he's like, well, fuck. I quote, well, he knew a plump cook's helper, just plump enough, who did not think he was dirt. Dara had a way of nibbling his ears that then he's like, he stopped. His thoughts stopped dead in their tracks. He had been considering seeing whether Dara was awake and up for a cuddle. He had even considered flirting with Bearlane.
A cuddle.
Bearlane. And the last words he had said to Perrin, look after my sisters. Is that dark? Is that shadow and light?
Well, it's like he's totally disconnected from reality. He had even considered flirting with Bearlane, like he just had flirted with Bearlane.
No.
She shut him
No,
down.
no. If he's flirting with her, let me just break it down. He will first tickle her chin, and then sit her on his knee. There's a lot of sitting on laps.
Yeah.
Like maybe force her to sit on his lap. He'll tickle her chin.
There's pinchings of buttocks.
There's a pinch. Yeah. I mean, these are all the moves that Matt has.
Yeah.
He was actually just saying, "Hey, bitch, how dare you?"
He's like, let me roll this dice. Which number you want tonight?
No, I don't think Matt's like the aggressive flirt. I think he's more like the hey, sweet tits.
He swept her his
Oh,
best
that's not
bow.
aggressive?
Or he's like, hey. Or no, he says the key word is he wants to cuddle.
Yeah, he wants to cuddle.
Yeah, for a
No, he wants to cuddle. He wants to cuddle.
Yeah.
Hello, Frank.
But as cuddle, you go
Cuddle.
to bed.
She has a way of nibbling my ear while she pegs me. Oh,
I
wait.
fucking love our chat. Oh
I love our chat too. Look at this. Sweet.
Wow.
That was the complete reach around, Ben.
Yep.
Yeah, it's full circle indeed. And then he's like, well, fuck it. He's like, I'm the biggest fool, and just is committed to staying. It seems, while Perrin is committed to leaving, more or less. And the chapter ends. Is there anything that we missed in our recap of this chapter 13 that you
You're
guys...
just a knee smoocher as well.
Thank you, Secret Squirrel.
Yeah. SS has been killing it.
Is there anything else that we want to bring up about Perrin, his obligation, Matt, his obligation, and what Rand is gonna do for tomorrow?
He's gonna do what's not expected.
So what do you
As
think?
Rand
it is?
says.
Something that none of them expect.
Unexpected.
All right,
I
give
do
me-
have
guys,
that in my notes.
What-
Thank you.
I haven't asked for predictions in a while, but I do want a prediction. What is Rand? What is his least expected thing that he is planning to do? Do you guys think?
Damn, that's a good one. Robert Jordan's got me thinking. Shit,
All
man.
right, let me-
Is he
just, like,
leaving?
scoot
Is
my
he
ass.
staying? And if he's leaving, where is he going?
I think he's gonna stay for a little while, and I think he's gonna try to just. I think he's already really losing his shit, losing his marbles, and I think he's gonna end up eventually traveling out, but really hurting a lot of people before that happens. I think that are close to him. I think that's gonna start where he is currently at, because the people that he cares most about are there too.
What do you think, Josh?
But
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Todd. Go on.
No,
oh
but
no, go for it, Josh.
Yeah, go ahead, Todd. I'll go last.
But everybody's leaving though.
Yeah.
And that's
Like
is
Egwene.
Perrin right to leave, or is he
Perrin's
ignoring the
leaving.
poll?
Fucking.
I mean, is he
Yeah.
supposed to go or not?
I don't know.
But so what do you? Before we get to that, Josh, what do you think? What do you think Rand is going to do?
So it's something that Lanfear gave him the last bit of information that he needed to make his decision without
knowing
her knowing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that he's going, and he's going to. I don't think he's staying. I think he's leaving, and I think he's going to confront all, or at least one of the Forsaken.
Okay.
And he's going to do it either on his own entirely, leaving everyone behind, or only taking a small contingent. I think the building a wall that Egwene saw in her dream.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Is symbolic of his plans.
So he's gonna take like some Aiel with him, maybe, and just go after the
just kind
Forsaken.
of like go with a small force after the Forsaken, maybe with like Lan and Moiraine. But I don't know. I haven't fully formulated an idea about it, but that's kind of where my spidey sense is tingling.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah. Yeah, my instincts don't say he's going to stay there, but I just did think that he was going to stay there for some reason.
I mean, I think it could go either way. I think you're right, Kay.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Will he be compelled to go to the Two Rivers as well?
I don't think so. I think that Perrin is called to rule there or whatever. Like I think that Two Rivers, Manetheren is Perrin's domain, and Rand has his own thing going on.
It seems like Perrin is definitely going back to the Two Rivers, and Fael seems to be like right along with him, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
They're just like
I think they're going together.
back. They're going.
I think
Oh yeah, so you think they go back
that's what's
together?
happening.
Okay.
I think they're going back
so.
together. I think that's
Because she wants to leave too, so there's no
Yeah.
reason for her to separate
she
from
wouldn't.
him.
Yeah,
She was guarding
not right
his
now
back.
at least. Maybe along the way. Maybe they don't make it to there together. But
She's his warder. Remember?
yeah, totally.
No, that's really funny. That's really funny. I love
That's
that.
interesting. I like that.
Didn't she take out a Trolloc?
She did. Yeah, they were fighting together, and she was like guarding his back, and hers like.
So fuck no, not my man. Slaughter.
Baby.
Yeah.
Baby, I love you.
You know, yeah.
I love you more.
Hashtag Layla should have ducked. Like Fael like was like just faster than Layla.
Maybe. Well, she would have had to like ducked,
Ooh.
had ducked, and done
No,
the
don't let
splits,
go.
like kind of ducked. Because I think if she had ducked, it just would have beheaded her. Didn't it get her
Yeah,
in the
there was
gut,
no
right?
escaping that. She had a
There
wall
was
behind her.
She would
There
have
was
had
no-
to
Oh
really
my
hit
god!
the floor.
Oh my god! Your facts are killing the humor.
But why was she
What
coming
is-
at? Why was she approaching behind him with her sword drawn, anyways?
Yeah, what the? Ooh, well,
Because she was fucking
That's
drunk.
Ooh,
that I think
Josh.
is the better question. I think that's the better question. The Trolloc was already dead. Why was she going after him?
All right.
I just
Okay.
don't
So
understand it.
to that end,
Dark Fred.
you may have had this connection within the show. Do you think that this connection of ambiguous dark friend extends to Fael?
oh,
I do.
I do.
I said that like a couple
Hey.
episodes back.
She's tricky.
She had the hammer.
This is a great point.
Yeah.
She had a hammer.
So
Who had
yeah,
a hammer?
So
Axe
I mean,
versus
like,
hammer.
yep. I mean, there's that song. I'd rather be a hammer than a.
I don't think that.
Wait,
I don't think Fael is a dark friend. I'm gonna disagree with you too. I don't think so.
You don't think Fael is dark friend?
Mm-mm.
You don't think she's like maybe has her toe in the water at least?
Why
No.
do you think she was coming towards them with the hammer up?
Well, that's Layla. But yeah.
Wait.
That's Layla.
Oh,
That's different.
oh,
Wait.
no, Fayo. Shit, motherfucker.
Wait, no. There's two things going on here. There's
Well,
two
yeah,
things.
there are two things. Yeah.
One, Dan, you asked if Fail was connected to Layla.
Yeah,
Layla.
if
Whatever her
the
name was in the
show
show.
was going to because
And I think yes, I think yes to that. Yes to that. But I don't think I think File, she has this like quest for glory. She wants to be in a story, right?
Right.
She was always talking about like,
In the songs.
I want to be in the songs. And that's like the thing with all the dark friends. They're always looking for glory, power, fortune and glory, like.
Oh, so she's like, is she susceptible?
That's a
You
really
think?
good point, Todd.
Yes. That's,
Is that like
I
a
love
character?
that.
Is that
That's
a
always
character
coming up.
flaw? Nice.
I think so. Because even, I'm sorry to go back to the show, but like the one person in the show that goes after Rand and Matt, the
woman.
bartender,
Dana.
Dana, yeah.
she's like, I'm gonna take you to the Dark One. I will be like Ishmael, I'll be in the songs and people will know me forever.
Yeah.
But nope, she
Yeah.
gets a fucking dagger in her throat by Tom Maryland.
Yes.
How do you think the Dark
Merlin.
songs go? Are they
File's always talking about that, so that's like that makes me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm done.
What
Hard stop.
what just happened?
Hard stuff.
No, you froze my end a little bit, so I tried to save you. Sorry.
Dude,
I didn't know you
my
said
audio's been fucked up all night.
Oh my
God.
Yeah,
It was
sorry about
amazing. You were on such a good.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're on
he
such a
froze
roll.
on me.
though.
you're on a roll, but
Tough.
then but then all of a sudden you start doing your Secret Service routine by touching your ear.
No, it gets fucked up.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
you guys all sound like these robots, like these tinny robots. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate it. It sucks.
Are those
That's terrible.
the first generation AirPods?
I
You
think
know
so.
they made a new like several
Ooh.
generations after that. And then a couple
do I have to-
generations after
Yeah,
that.
update your shit,
So
bro.
maybe update your shit.
Bro, do I have to level up? Do I have to level up?
Level up your shit.
Jesus.
All right. I have to level up, dude.
And send me
Okay.
some more fucking blue bottle coffee.
Josh.
Hey, I'll send you a blue bottle of coffee when I get my
Backstage
Way to
where
Leaf shirt.
Half the time, Kate's like, "Can you hear me?" No. Okay.
Hard eggplant
Can you
stop.
hear me?
Exactly, Benjamin. It's a Japanese eggplant too.
Japanese eggplant, which is the
Wait, is because it's pixelated out and you can't see it?
it's small and pixelated, and it has a lot of bush.
Lots of leaves. It's a large bush with this long, slender eggplant.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Anything else?
Hey, Dan, you were supposed to show up bald this episode.
Me?
Wait, what?
Last show, we agreed that you would show up with bald this show.
Who are you talking to? Todd or me?
Really?
No, you, Dan.
Me?
Yeah.
Brother Dan.
Oh my god.
Go back
You're
and
gonna
watch the
shave?
episode. You were supposed to come bald to this episode.
Oh my god, I
You're
think
gonna-
we were
I
way
did
too
shave everything
intoxicated.
but my eyebrows.
remember
Oh, I missed a good one. Fuck.
It was a good one. Kay was on fire.
You know what? I will.
I'm gonna go back and watch
You know
it.
how creepy my puppet will look without if I
Like,
shaved
no.
my eyebrows and my head. Like if I became alopecia brother Dan, I would scare children. Yeah, you guys are gross. Yeah, just imagine me.
How's that for gross?
Oh, fuck.
All right, I apologize. I don't mean. I'm a very good friend of mine has alopecia, so I feel like I can say it.
Yeah, that was kind of a dick move. But
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
move
it
on.
was. It was, but you know what? That's what improv is. Sometimes. Comedy
It is,
hurts.
right?
Comedy
It's
hurts.
about taking risks.
Comedy uses swords, stabbing
Yes.
gently.
Yes, and
Walking the razor's
Burn all
edge.
Aes Sedai and burn you, Ran Althor. All right. Anything else? Anything else about?
He flicks the coin.
He flicks more than that, doesn't he, Tador?
You would look like a fade if you didn't have eyebrows or hair, brother Dan.
Oh.
Just be a bunch of like sharp teeth. Like,
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I would look like Vin Diesel, and no one likes Vin Diesel. Right? Are you with me, boys?
a Miratran.
I'm with you.
I
I
never-
don't want to see
No one
that.
likes Vin Diesel. If you
I don't want to
do,
see it.
I'm not a big fan.
Hey, I have to own liking Vin Diesel here, since none of you will.
You know what?
Hey,
Fine.
brother,
I fucking love Vin Diesel. It's hard to say that.
It is hard to
It's,
say
hard,
that.
it's hard to say that sentence.
I would like The Rock before Vin Diesel.
I can't get.
Yes.
See, I can't even say it.
Yes, Chidori.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
all right, everyone, hold the horses, guys.
Oh,
Benjamin
what?
saying he's gonna super chat for some earbuds, but it won't let him. So I think I think everyone in chat should now super chat and make sure it's still working or not. Let's see
Oh my
who's
God.
getting blocked and who's not
did we
getting
get shut
blocked.
down? Did we start talking pegging? And
Let-
did we
Dude,
get
I
shut
need-
down, Ryan?
Well,
Maybe.
you know what,
I need to
Benjamin
level
Reno,
up, man.
Perhaps
I
you
heard
need to
that,
check your bank account.
Oh
I
yeah,
heard
maybe.
we hit 1,000 subs too.
Oh.
Congrats.
I don't know what the
Yes.
fuck I'm talking about.
Thank you. No, that's how people are able to give us money. But yeah,
Diesel says thank you, brother.
all right, yeah,
guys.
Thanks,
Mrs.
Benjamin.
Dovie, yeah, you're on to me. I know.
Maybe we lost some subs today and we're not allowed to do it anymore.
Listen.
Oh no, yeah, we lost like 40 subs. They dropped down to.
Oh, no.
By the way, guys, like and subscribe to the video. I don't think we've
Please
confirmed
like and
stuff.
subscribe.
We have Patreon, we have Venmo, we have
Alright.
thumbs that you can just press right there.
Oh yeah, if you just actually, let's just do the Venmo right now.
Yeah,
Well,
Actually, let's just
thanks
yeah.
everyone for coming
slap
and
that up there. We won't be back next week. All right, just fuck off.
yeah, we'll be back
call
next
it
week.
a-
We're doing, let's say,
It's a wrap.
what chapters are we doing? Because I need to get to bed.
3 chapters again.
Yay.
14, 15, and
Strap
16.
on.
Customs of Maine
Strap on. That's what I need. Yeah.
into the door.
Pegging.
Thank you.
Pegging fund is on.
And
No.
leave taking. We've had a chapter called leave takings already, so I think Robert Jordan likes that word.
Yes.
Oh Jesus, Mr. Dovie.
I know.
Stop on, but I will
Thank
bring
you.
mine to. I'll bring a new one. I'm just kidding. To Jordan. All right.
Okay.
Oh, it worked.
Oh my god.
Todd, you're getting new headphones.
Wow.
Dude, level fucking up.
Tell me,
Leveling
I'll send it to you.
Level
And I
up.
I was gonna say I have an old pair I could just donate to him, but this is better.
But I'll just-
Sure, I'll take
You
it.
can get a brand new pair.
I'll take it.
know.
Yeah. Thank
Although I
you so
think
much.
it's your internet more than, but I'm getting you headphones, Bubba. All right,
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
I think we're done. Is there anything else we want to talk? These chapters are kind of cool. We are seeing where things are going to split, and we also are going to get Rand's decision. Hopefully, next time we talk, you know.
Or indecision. We'll see.
Sounds good.
See what's going on.
Yep,
yeah.
yep. And
Thanks for that.
tune in Sunday for Watchinary. 7 p.m. Eastern this Sunday. Watchinary, a Pictionary style Wheel of Time themed game show that is sweeping the nation.
I'd be into nudes. What?
Hey!
Already.
Spoilers.
Oh, I can't wait for this. No.
February.
All right, everyone, we love you and we're proud of you. And run for your lives. 'cause this
Chapters
is-
14 through 16.
Oh,
next
that
week.
is the
Yeah,
most
get reading, you
unprofessional
filthy
thing
animal.
you've ever done. How dare you?
Get to read.
How dare you?
Bye.
Good night.